Hello and welcome back to the fuck. Okay, all right, we'll cut that out.
Perfect start.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the It's Hard to Explain podcast. We're back for another one. I know you missed us.
Another hot
How
stinker.
are we doing? How are we doing, fellas? How has your day been?
I had to work today, and I hated it.
Sucks to be you.
I usually don't work on Saturdays.
Yeah, I didn't work.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Ethan did.
Yeah,
did.
I work every weekend.
Cringe. Jake,
Yeah, but you get 2 days off, don't you?
Jake, how was your day?
He's eating a cookie.
Swallow.
It was good. I didn't do a lot today.
What, you went on a little mandate,
What did I
didn't
do
you?
today? Oh, yeah.
You got stuck in traffic.
I did get stuck in traffic, but not as bad as other people.
It
Yeah,
could have been
It
worse.
was good, though. I had lunch with a friend, and then did chores, and then worked on podcast stuff.
What a sad life we live.
Me and
It was a
my
pretty decent day.
significant other slept until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And
That
then
sounds-
Hell yeah.
and then we took a shower, and then I went and got hibachi for us, and we ate hibachi, and now I'm here.
It
Nice.
sounds
Sounds
lovely.
nice.
I worked all
Ethan,
until
Kaegan,
noon.
how was your work days?
Welding goggles.
Welding was meh. It was meh. They were wanting me to stay all day, and I said, "You can eat a dick. I'm not doing that." And I left at noon. I left at 11:30 actually. I said, "I'm done. I'm leaving." And they said, "Okay."
Based.
Based.
So
Dude, I was hot. I was tired. The past 2 days, it's been hot, but like what I'm used to is much worse than how it has been. So the last 2 days, I felt pretty nice relative to the rest of it, and today was just not that. So I was very irritated the entire day because I was just sweaty.
When I get hot, I get mad.
I do too. I get very not mad. I just get very irritable.
When I sweat profusely,
Me too.
so like my whole body's like drenched,
Yeah.
and I get overstimulated when I'm just soaked like that.
Dude,
When
no
you can
matter
feel your shirt on your
Yes.
skin.
no matter how much like deodorant, antiperspirant I put on my pits, like after like 20 minutes, they are dripping
Yeah.
through my shirt.
You
And
have
it's
that.
fucking-
You have that armor piercing sweat. It just
dude.
I do
Armor
too. For
piercing
whatever fucking
sweat.
reason.
Yeah.
I've gotten fucking clinical strength fucking deodorant with so much antiperspirant and fucking rub that shit everywhere. And even now, like the pits of my shirt are moist.
Yeah, I know it might be gross, but I sweat through like every shirt that I have. That's why I always wear fucking black. 'Cause
Apparently,
any
that's a
other
good
color-
thing.
What?
sweating.
Sweating profusely like that, apparently that means your body just regulates body temperature very well.
No, I sweat really.
I don't care.
easily.
Yeah, I'd
hate
rather
it.
not have it.
I'd rather have a heat stroke.
Yeah, me too. I think I'd rather die.
Yeah,
If
I mean, 'cause
all
I
my
could be-
fucking shirts have pit stains.
I could be scooping stuff off the floor, and my face will literally be melting, and sweat will be dripping into my eyes, off my nose, into my mouth.
Dude, that's the worst. Whenever like your eyes start to burn because you're sweating
Yes.
and dripping into
It-
your eyes.
It's even worse
It
when you're.
stings.
It's even worse when you're welding and you get it in your eye. So you like, I usually get it in one eye at a time. So I have to close the eye and be like, ah! So I'm like,
both hands are occupied, so you're trying to make it work.
I'm just like, ah! Just trying to power through it. And then eventually, after it's done, I'll just grab my hood and fucking chuck it across the room. And just go, yeah, my eyes.
It's just like a serotonin itch. Oh, it's that good shit.
We need
that good shit.
we need engineered wearable windshield wipers for our eyeballs.
Yeah, it's
On God.
In the next update,
Yeah.
when the
update.
next extinction event comes
in
around.
the patch notes.
So the last episode we recorded, it wasn't quality.
It was a
And
stinker.
It wasn't up to par.
for you listeners, we would like to deliver the utmost quality of what we have to
Oh,
offer.
well, that's
So,
that's tall. That's,
I mean, I
that's
already
tough
feel like
talk.
we're off to a much better start
Me
than
too.
we did
Me
last
too.
time.
Jake,
what were we gonna say, Kaegan?
Jake,
I said that's it's not saying much, but you know.
Jake,
There's a standard we have here.
Jake.
Huh?
I thought we agreed to never speak of it again.
I think we should talk about it. We should talk about our failures. It's
That's
okay.
fair.
We're
not
only
all.
human.
They're not all
Like-
dingers.
The
We
la-
will-
The
we
last
will be.
episode wasn't like horrible dog water bullshit,
Yeah.
but it was mediocre at best.
Yes.
And I was
So-
we were just like, we should probably record something.
Our-
Some of the episode will be salvaged though, because on social media, I think this next week we're going to be posting some bloopers from that episode. So
Yeah.
you'll get to hear some of it.
Just
I
some
think-
of the funnier
I think
bits.
collectively our least favorite episode was the laws, and I think this one
That last one was up there.
This one tops it.
This one dethroned it real quick.
Yeah.
After we started recording, we're like, well, that sucked.
That was bad.
That was excruciating.
That was bad because we all liked the topic, but it was just like we couldn't.
It didn't pan out.
We just couldn't think of anything to talk
And
about.
that's okay.
Yeah.
We were just like, so
The weather.
what you got? You like the beach? Not really.
You like water, yet not particularly.
I
don't
can't
like
drink
being-
water unless it has G Fuel in it.
Yeah, I don't like being wet.
Sponsored. I wish.
Dude, we need to fucking
But,
sponsor. Need some
For
money.
this episode, something very interesting is happening. From what I've gathered, we have a game. We have a game planned, and Jake and Kaegan know what it is, but me and Ethan have no fucking clue what's going on.
All I hear is the fucking squeaking in the background.
So
From the chair.
It's up against the wall, and I'm trying not to move.
these, I wanted to do something.
Like you just have to barely move, and it's
You get Adam. The thing is, you can't move at all.
Yeah.
Do not move
Okay.
a fucking
Stop.
muscle. Okay.
your molecules from vibrating.
cease. Just cease.
You're not trying.
All right, Kagan.
All right, so we talked about doing a game show, like a game.
Yeah.
But Jake was like, you should do another wheel or tier list. And I said, yeah, but that takes effort, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We were just talking about quality, you fucking asshole.
No, it's not even that. It was just like we
It
recorded.
was so short notice.
We recorded last week, and we're like, we gotta come up with something better because that was some dog water.
Yeah.
So I found a list of 100 would you rather questions that are absurdly hard to answer.
I've been trying to think of a way to integrate Would You Rather. I fucking love Would You Rather
Oh,
questions.
hell yeah.
So
these ones
that's gonna be what
these
this
ones aren't
episode is.
like would you
I'm in
rather
favor.
These ones aren't like would you rather fuck your mom or your dad kinds of questions.
That's good.
They're
I have
just
an answer.
That's good.
There's just
Me too.
They're just some that are like, that's a tough choice to make. I really don't want to do either of those, but I got to make a decision.
It's like, would you rather eat an orphan alive or dead?
What's the
Kagan,
difference?
This is these from what I understand, these 100 questions, right? You said
yes,
are like deep thinking.
they're
would you rather's.
They're ones that'll make you like ponder it. Like
And obviously we're not going to do all 100. We're just going to like skip around, right, Kagan?
Yeah.
We won't know.
Yeah.
Kagan, so you don't get to play this game, do you?
well, I'm gonna voice what I would do.
Okay, but you're going to be the one that tells us.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so like, I'm not gonna go through 100 of these because that's a lot. But we're gonna go through
As
we're
many
gonna-
as we can.
Yeah. And so one of these, I asked Jake this the other day. It was, would you rather wake up naked in a forest 5 miles from your home, or in your underwear at work?
Repeat one more time.
What the?
Yeah, I had a stroke. Would you rather wake up naked in a forest 5 miles from your house, or in your underwear at work?
I feel like I'd bite the bullet and just go to work naked and be like, my home's closer. Like, if I'm in the woods, I'm not going to know where the fuck I am.
Dude, my work is like 20 miles away compared to my house, which is 5 miles away. I'd just say fuck it and go naked.
So
I
just-
work with a lot of I work with like my mom and a bunch of friends.
Oh.
So it's like I'd wake up in my underwear at work because
Yeah.
it's like I could just be like, hey, can you give me a lift home so I can grab some pants?
No, I work with all men who are older guys, and they would never let me live that down.
Oh
they
yeah,
would
no.
remind me constantly.
I'd be underwear guy for the rest of the time of my employment there.
I would rather just because if I'm in the forest, the assumption is
I'm in a predicament because I work for the city.
yeah.
If I show up to work with no clothes, I'm canned
They're
instantly.
gonna have questions that you
I
can't
mean,
answer.
the fucking mayor will call me into his office.
Ethan, you have clothes. You're not completely naked.
I'm in my underwear.
You're indecent. That's
Ethan,
the
just
problem.
pick up a dog and use them as like a towel. Just wrap them around your waist.
I don't think that's how that works.
Just skin one of the
And-
dogs and make clothes.
The shelter is like 5
with the
miles
fur.
from my house, so
Yeah, but here's the thing: if I'm in the forest naked, I'm going to assume that I'm going to be by myself in this forest, minus like wildlife. So I could just wander through the woods like Sasquatch until I get home.
Is it just
there's my choice. I'm choosing that one.
Is it just the nearest forest?
It's
or is it like
just
a-
in the forest 5 miles away from your house.
Five-
And we live in Arkansas. I think we've already disclosed that. So there's a lot of forest in Arkansas.
Yeah, it's a very rural
It's a
state.
5 mile radius, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 miles in any direction from your house. I would just bite the bullet and say that. I would just.
Yeah.
I mean, the most I'd have to do is I'd have to cross the street, into my neighborhood naked, but I just have to do a fucking diamond dash run. Just
Here's the
You
deal.
gotta be like Bigfoot.
my
You
naked
walk.
feet slapping against the asphalt. Just
Here's the deal, okay? You're 5 miles out, and it's like, what if you start walking in the wrong direction? 'Cause,
Oh
like,
shit!
If we're in, like, it's a bit easier for, like, us three, not Jake, excluding Jake, because we're closer to, like, you know, main civilization. Out where Jake is, if he starts walking in the wrong direction,
he lives in the Badlands.
he's gonna be
Yeah.
he's gonna keep
Might be
going.
fucked.
Like, it's a lot more rural out there.
Yeah.
And
Right.
also, not to mention, we might actually have luck because we'll probably be able to hear the interstate.
We
Yeah.
live in a city. Jake lives like outside of the city.
Yeah.
Like not far, but you know, far enough that you
Small
could
town surrounded by
you
Basic-
could get lost.
Basically, we live in, like, actual town. He lives in, like, a little township that's just kind of, like, branched off of this actual town.
I think I'm gonna go with the forest because
I'm showing up.
if
to
I have
work in
to,
my underwear.
I had to do the walk of shame, dude. I work in a welding shop, so people are gonna be staring, and rumors spread fast at my job, so they're gonna start saying
Here's
things.
the thing. I think if at my current
And I
place of
don't think I'd have my
employment,
job long.
I think
You'd become even more popular.
people would be like, "Oh, ha, 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 that's so funny. Put your clothes on." You know,
Please.
something
Or
like,
keep them
"Please."
off.
No, people would be like, well, you might as
Don't
well
give
just
me
take
that
them
look,
all
Kaegan.
off now.
Yeah, you might as well you've got just one more garment left. You might as well just get rid of it.
Yeah,
Say
I'm
bye.
going to work in underwear. That's fine.
I'd show up to work. I'd wake up at
They
work
have
in
spare
underwear.
clothes there too, so I wouldn't even have to go home. I'm
That's
set.
true.
I'm
yeah,
set,
you've
yeah.
got scrubs and stuff there.
I'm all good.
All right.
Next.
So do we have our consensus?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is that? 50-50 or is
I,
that?
I think it was 50-50.
Yeah.
Because I said I would choose the Bigfoot option.
Bigfoot route.
Yeah.
And then we're
work route.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or have them walk in on you having sex?
I've already done option one.
You
numerous
have?
times.
Oh,
Numerous times.
numerous times.
They're like rabbits, and they're in their 40s.
Oh my god. I mean, they seem pretty. They
Thanks for
seem
that visual,
pretty.
Ethan.
Yep. And I've
Pretty
seen your
vigorous.
parents, so that's vivid.
Yeah, Jake's like, I've already walked in on Ethan's parents having sex. It's like, me too. I completely
Me
forgot.
too.
I think we've all.
Same.
I think we've all walked in on Ethan's parents having sex. At one point.
So
yeah, one
I-
time I went where the bathroom was, and he was just raw dogging it, and I was like, "I'll come back later."
I don't think I've ever experienced either of those, but both of them sound horrid. As you get older, though, if you were caught having sex by your parents, like say like now, like in your late 20s or mid 20s, whatever, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
See,
No, and I mean,
Here's-
my parents know that I've had sex, so
Yeah.
it's like
here's the difference, okay?
it'd be awkward. Yes,
Like 5 years ago, if my parents walked in on me having sex, I'd be like, "Oh my god, get out! This is so embarrassing."
Yeah.
Now it'd just be like,
go away.
Well, come on
hang on. Now it would just be like, how did you get in my house?
I didn't give you a key.
Yeah, how did you get in my house?
That's the key difference, because it's like they walk into your bedroom at home and
Yeah.
you're just there with your girlfriend that you have over, and that's super embarrassing, and they'll never let you live it down. But now it's like, I didn't let you in my house. Why are you in my house?
Why are you here? I think you should leave.
My dad would be like, "Attaboy."
Yeah, you walk up, pat you on the back. Ah, missionary, I see.
Get back to it.
Your bare back, just be like, my son.
That's
My son.
That's my
He
boy.
like sheds a single tear.
I didn't think this day would ever come.
I would.
Yeah, that's exactly how it would go.
I
So
think.
proud
I
of
think
you.
I'd rather just have them walking on me because
Yeah, me
that
too.
just.
Same.
Because I mean, I'm young, I'm virile. I walk in and I see just a mound of wrinkles and old people flesh,
That's
and I'm like, oh, the wall of flesh. Yuck.
the wall of flesh.
but like, but at the same time, it's like, if you were to walk in on your parents having sex, it's like, I don't.
You're like, God, it stinks in here.
No, it's a little musty.
Smells kind
Gotta
of.
open a
There's like
window.
there's like a
Smells kinda
film. There's just
gamey
like
in
there's like a film
on the windows.
on the window. And you're just
I
like,
thought you were
what
gonna
the
say
fuck?
you'd walk in and you'd instantly your vision would have film grain.
You walk in and your glasses fog over. Just
No, there's
Bad things have happened
The
here.
first thought that came to mind, and I'm
so
just gonna say it.
this is my origin story.
Exactly. You're a little curious. You're like, oh, that penis was in that vagina. It made me.
That's what it's
Wow.
for. No
Yeah.
wonder I get twitches every
I would
now
never
and
want
then.
to see that, but like, there's a seed in the back of my head that's like,
There's
They-
seed
that
in the back
happened?
of your head.
that happened?
There's a seed in the back of your head.
Jake's got.
You're
cum on his
fucked in the
brain.
head, ain't you?
You walked into that one. Come on.
Nah, I'd rather my parents walk in on me these days.
too.
Because it's like, yeah, how the fuck did you get in my house? It would be absolutely mortifying for my significant other. But
For me, it'd just be like,
me, I'd
why are
just
you
be
here?
Like, well,
Oh my
you're
God,
Not.
get
I'd
out!
turn around like
You're
the courier.
not supposed to be here.
Game crashes.
Or I'd turn around like fucking. like
game
a guard.
crashes.
You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. So do we have our consensus? It would rather just them walk in on
Then
you.
walk in on you.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, I'm picking this one because I just thought it was funny. Would you rather wear a bib every time you eat out or drink from a sippy cup every time you're at a bar?
Okay. Eat,
I'd-
comma, out or eat out?
As in like a restaurant.
Yeah, I was thinking
as in
the same.
straight
no,
munching
no, no, no,
box.
I was thinking the same thing.
rather
Straight
wear-
munching box.
I just wanted to.
I'd rather wear a bib while munching box.
Okay, Kaegan, can you,
Just do this, right? Just, I'm
whenever
going
you're done,
in.
Just be like, like dab the corners of your cheeks and be
Gotta
like,
wipe that thrush off.
Simply delectable.
just, you know,
delectable.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's got the stink of the day on it.
Oh my god.
What is the stink of the day?
Just sweat. That's really it. Sweat,
Swamp
thrush.
seasoning. Just
Seasoning.
It's gotta have the saltiness to it.
what aroma is
so
it today?
the question was rather wear a bib every time you eat out at a restaurant or drink from a sippy cup at the bar.
Yeah, I choose a sippy
Sippy
cup
cup.
I
because
would
it's like
choose the sippy
it's- you're
cup.
risen up a chick and you're like, can I get one whiskey?
And you
And they
just-
just slide you a sippy cup and you go
Yep.
like with the sippy cup was like
Yeah.
you're just
But you have
So-
to drink it like a toddler would.
so you got Snapchat? You into
You
older
just-
men?
You pick it up with both hands.
You just look at her. So you like older men?
See, I'd use it as a prop for my Riz. I'd look at her and be like, so I suck titties like this.
I sucked that in 5 seconds flat.
Yeah. I'd down it all in like a second.
Okay, so those of you that are listening, Adam just made a hand gesture with both hands like on the bottom of his palms. So he's saying you grab the sippy
Like-
cup with both hands at the bottom of your palms and then go to town. That's the funniest fucking image, dude. It's like I want milk. God,
I'm going
that one-
sippy cup.
I'm
all
going
the
sippy
way.
cup.
all the
Sippy
way.
cup would go hard at the bar. She's like, "Can I get a Long Island?" And they just slide you a sippy cup. Hell yeah.
Or
An old
alternatively-
fashioned.
Or
Dude.
you bring your own sippy cup, and every drink that they give you, you're like, hold on, and you pour it into the sippy cup.
You you go, hold on, let me, and you like just unscrewing the cap, and you hear just the plastic clank on the counter. You're like, I gotta.
And every time you get a new drink, you have to replace the nipple. You're like,
it's got like
Thanks.
it's got like teeth marks on it before you've been biting on
yeah,
it.
sorry, how uncivilized of me,
Brother, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Until I was like 12, there was a sippy cup I had, and it was like this red cup that was like this big.
It's a big sippy cup.
No.
Yeah, I think it was for like toddlers, but I just my mom never got rid of it. So even like when I was older, I'd still just pick it and be like, I'm gonna drink out of this because it was a decent sized cup. So for me, a cup's a cup. I just grab one, but it came with the sippy cup lid. So I was like, hell yeah,
Hell
I get
yeah.
to. And it had just like the 3 little holes where you drink out of, but the top of it was just gnawed like a beaver went at it. Because when I was younger, I would chew on things. So
Yeah,
it's just
that's also a prop, and like you just sit it down and be like, I'll chew on your nipples like that.
it's like I'd prefer you not. No, it's good. I promise. All right.
Take out my teeth and gnaw on it like gas station beef jerky.
This one's gonna be easy for Ethan because he's never experienced this. But would you rather give up your favorite food forever or give up sex forever?
Give up my favorite food forever.
Or give up sex forever?
Give up my favorite food forever.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to experience sex at least once.
Well, why haven't you asked me?
Okay, Ethan, I'll just let you know if you choose.
You have 3 willing
you-
candidates.
Ethan, if you choose to get rid of your favorite food, there are much better options than chicken tenders. I'm just saying.
How many times do I'm not even?
You
gonna-
will never live it down.
Ethan, do you still
ever.
have that bag of chicken patties in your freezer?
Shut the fuck up.
Is it Tyson?
Shut the fuck up.
I was right.
Ethan, I'm telling you, give chicken Florentine a shot. That shit go crazy. I've tried it once and it went insane.
Yeah, there's so many different recipes with chicken breasts too.
That's the
Chicken
one that
breasts.
I'm going.
I
with,
like
Kaegan.
chicken breasts too.
Yeah, dude, I have a lot of different favorite foods because it doesn't specify like all of them. It just says your favorite food. And
I've
there's-
always thought about that question. Like, would you rather? The question is like, would you rather eat your favorite food like that's the only food that you get for the rest of your life? You only eat your favorite food, or you never eat your favorite food again, and you can have any other fucking option?
I choose the second
I
one.
would, yeah, that's what I would do because I would find a different favorite food.
Yeah, it's like I love my favorite food, but it's like I also want variety.
Yeah, I'll
But
find
what if-
something different?
But what if
Exactly.
every time you changed up to a different favorite food, that food would also never be able to be eaten again?
How many times do you have to eat a certain food for it to be qualified as your favorite? Maybe
I
like
guess
5 times.
I guess until you just are like, yeah, this is
Damn, Kagan's never getting fish tacos again
no, that's not my favorite food.
with those San
But it
Diego
could be.
fish tacos.
They were good. Those San Diego fish
Yeah.
tacos were good, but that's not my favorite food. I will always have a soft spot in my heart and a hard spot in my penis for pasta.
I'll go with the
Kagan
the-
fucks pasta.
that's canon now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd rather give up my favorite food.
Adam,
me too.
do you think we can scoot the chair further up against the
I have
wall?
it against the wall.
Oh, is it
Like
can
I'm
it-
using my
can it-
legs to hold the back against the wall.
Can it not go further?
I mean, I could
We
try.
could get it to where it's
But it's like the
pushed
main
forward,
thing-
but he's gonna be
It isn't like the rocking that's doing it. It's like even the slightest shift.
yeah.
Oh,
it
fuck.
just it like
Damn. Sorry, listeners. That's not Adam's fault.
Yeah.
It's just the chair.
This is just an old. It's a really comfy recliner, but it's older, so it's kind of
He's
rickety and creaky.
yeah.
All right, Kagan.
Yeah,
Moving
I'm
on.
keeping intercourse in my life.
Me too.
I can't answer this question because I haven't experienced the second half of it.
Take a shot in the dark, Ethan. What do you think?
Trust me, whatever your favorite food is, sex beats it. I'm just letting you know,
Really?
sex beats any of your favorite foods.
Sexual intercourse is literally biologically engineered to be the most pleasurable thing ever, other
Okay.
than drugs.
You make a good point.
Like that's the thing is like that sexual intercourse, like the release from it is supposed to be like the most like chemically rewarding thing for your brain ever, until humans made stuff like
than heroin.
yeah,
And the
no,
words-
no, it's not. That's the thing. Humans made heroin and like other super addictive drugs, and those give you an even bigger hit of dopamine than sex, and that's
One
like,
thing-
a problem with
One
them.
thing I heard about heroin and like all those hard drugs and stuff, it's like while you're on it, it's good, but it only lasts so long. And when you're coming down from it, you feel like shit. So they just keep taking more and more, so they don't have to feel the come down of
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
Adam, that's an interesting thought, though. If like sex is supposed to be the most pleasurable thing that a human can experience, and we as humans
have made
had
things
to
that are
make things that match
Because
sex
we
or
just
better.
we just build
Yeah.
different.
the high from heroin is like 10 times better than the high from sex.
That's crazy.
and that's why it's so addictive.
We are always chasing a high.
Sex is supposed to
Literally.
be the best thing.
I mean, I don't
Biologically.
blame us
Biologically.
because we
To
exist.
like, it's
That's
to like,
crazy,
you
though.
know, it's to make
We-
sure that we reproduce.
Right, but it's like we are never satisfied.
Yeah.
So just try to
We consume
top ourselves.
All right.
Elbow deep inside
Here's
the
here's
borderline.
one. Would you rather never get a haircut again or never shave again?
Like
Oh,
shave
fuck.
my face
Yeah.
or any part of my body.
Your face. I'm assuming it's face. It just says shave again.
Okay, so
By the way, this website is the www.menshealth.com for anyone wondering, which I think is a weird place to have
for
these
would you
questions.
rather's?
Yeah,
I
which I, think
would-
it's weird, but that's where it's at.
I would choose never shave again. That way I
too.
could grow a wicked beard.
A wizard
Yeah.
wizard beard.
What was the first one? I'm sorry, Kate.
Never get a haircut again or never shave
I need
again.
haircuts.
As I say, I'd say shave because I feel like your facial hair only grows so long. Like
Yeah.
your hair just kind of keeps going, but
Until
your
it
facial
eventually
hair,
like falls out
Yeah.
because of the weight.
yeah, the facial hair just kind of caps out.
It does.
Yeah, no. If I grow my
For most
facial hair out
people.
long enough, I could just turn it into a hair poncho. That would be hard. That would go
Hair
hard.
poncho?
Yeah, just like
Hair
just wrap it
poncho.
around you enough till it's
That's what the mullet beard combo is.
See, I'm
got you
going.
covered both sides.
I'm going for like Arthur Morgan with level 10 beard length.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you ever get Arthur up to his maximum beard?
I
think I did once,
I
yeah.
haven't, but I know what
It's
it looks like.
insane. Looks like a fucking mountain man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
he
huge.
chopped
Looks
down
like
a
a
tree
lumberjack.
with one swing from a butter knife.
With one hand.
Yeah,
His fingernail.
yeah. Just,
So is that a who chose what?
I'm going facial hair.
Facial hair.
I'm
Never
Facial
shave.
hair.
I'm choosing never shave facial hair again.
Shave facial hair. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's
my
like a
thing
resounding
is, my
victory
thing
for
is
facial
after
hair.
so long with my hair,
Out fucking standing.
my head starts to get really heavy, and like it leaves this feeling on my head that drives me insane. That's why whenever I had long hair, I'd slick it back because it would get rid of that feeling of like
The thing with my hair.
the weight. It'd get rid of the weight because it would distribute it.
Yeah.
more.
The thing with my hair is it's thick and coarse, and when it grows out on the sides, like
Yes,
left
it does.
and right,
Yes, it
and
does.
it does not look good.
My hair,
So-
once it gets to a certain length, it starts to like kind of curl outwards.
Yeah.
And I look like fucking like Jack Horner or some shit.
Mine
a good
does
boy.
too, but especially in the back. Adam's fiance is actually jealous of my hair because she tries so hard to get her hair curly.
Because you got curls.
Yeah, you just have
she
naturally curly
she
hair.
just can't compete with my hair, and she gets so pissed off about it. And I'm like, I'm just biologically engineered to be better.
Yeah,
My
I guess.
hair's just
I am
thin
better.
and fine.
Hey,
looks
it's a
good. It
beautiful
looks
golden
good.
blonde
Yeah.
though.
I mean, that is true. Hitler would have loved me.
True. Blonde hair, blue eyes, you got it. You got the whole package.
And
But
you're 6'3".
but
You've mentioned
dude,
Hitler
you are
the past 3 episodes. You noticed that?
Me or
I
Adam?
noticed that. Somebody. Anybody.
This is true. Hitler has been mentioned a lot on this podcast.
Are you a fan?
Listen, his earlier listen, hear me out. His earlier music went crazy. He kind of fell off towards the end, but his first like 3 albums were great.
Okay, moving on.
Are you talking
Let's
about
not
Kanye?
talk about that.
Are you talking about Kanye? Didn't he say he was the reincarnation of Hitler or some shit?
He said he admired Hitler. He's like, because Hitler invented the microphone, and without that, I couldn't have a job.
Kanye
He will say anything to validate anything, dude.
Kanye's gone crazy. Like,
I think he was. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one that I think is actually pretty difficult. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give
Fuck
up?
no.
Let me finish. Or give up internet for the rest of your life?
Dude, if the internet was given up, I would be so much happier.
That
so
is true.
I'm giving up the internet.
it's like we really want the internet for a lot of the things we enjoy, but at the same time, it also brings suffering to a lot of people.
I mean,
It
'cause-
makes a lot of
Lag makes me suffer.
It makes
Yeah.
a lot of unnecessary people famous. So there'd be a
Not
lot
to
less
mention-
famous people around.
Not to mention just the bullshit toxicity that you encounter on like every social media platform.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
because the internet literally brings out the worst in people because they're anonymous, so they don't have to worry about repercussions for what
Yeah.
they say.
But that's also like with any games that require an internet connection,
We could never play Helldivers again. Think
fuck-
about that, Ethan.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to
I don't
make.
think you would make that sacrifice.
I think
I
I
would.
agree though. I think I agree with Ethan. Like if I'm hot or we talked about this earlier, I think.
Yeah,
if
we
I'm
were hot and sweaty.
I'm fucking frustrated, dude. I'll
my
be in a pissy
my
mood
thought
all the
about
time.
that is eventually you'd kind of just adapt to the temperature because you'd get so used to it. Is my thought process behind it. But then again,
We're not fungus.
But the human body can adapt.
You're right. We're not very fun guys.
The human body can adapt. It's called evolution, shithead. Man.
Man,
That takes a long time.
Well, you got somewhere to be.
yeah, in my nice air conditioned
Yeah.
apartment,
Doing what?
straight
Enjoying
jorking
the
it,
nice
and by
cool
it,
air.
I mean my penis.
Okay, but there's no internet, so what would you do? Just sit and stare
I
at the
don't know.
wall?
I would read,
Pick up new hobbies, play
play
instruments.
an instrument,
Yeah.
Play the
talk
skin
to
flute.
friends.
True, with no instant, with
Watch
no
a
internet, I'll
movie.
just start buying fucking DVDs. Like,
There you go.
True. What if
I
there's
can
no
finally
satellite?
use my fucking
Nah, I don't
abundant
use it.
collection of them.
All right.
So yeah.
So-
Kagan, what would you do?
I honestly, yeah, I could give up internet. I mean, we grew up in the 2000s.
Yeah,
so,
we didn't
like,
have it when we were born.
I mean,
so
we had it. It just wasn't good compared to
if
like
you were
Dude,
rich, you had
entertainment-
access to it.
Entertainment for me whenever I was little was the Incredibles DVD on repeat on the fucking DVD player.
for me, it was the
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie on
yeah.
repeat.
So I mean,
Thomas the Tank Engine.
we grew up in a
And the
time
Wiggles.
when internet wasn't like it
Shout
was
out
it
to the
was it
Wiggles.
was a thing, but it wasn't like what it is today with high speed fidelity and
I mean,
all
even
that.
whenever you and I like played as kids, we would mostly play with Legos. Okay.
Well, and
Fuck yeah.
when we played games, it was like offline games. It was like
Like
WWE
couch
2K10.
co-op shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
And you're asking this question as like if we stopped having internet today, not like
Yes.
the internet never existed, right?
Yes.
So-
So say like some EMP solar flare happened and all the internet not
gone.
not power.
Pretty
I'm
sure
saying
if that happened, we wouldn't have air conditioning either. 'Cause
Okay,
people
this is-
would go batshit.
let's just say this EMP solar flare just takes out internet. It's a special internet EMP.
The sun said, "Fuck your internet."
Fuck your internet. I'm tired of watching TikTok.
the son got tired of Twitter.
Said, man, Elon
buddy.
won't stop fucking yapping about nonsense.
Same, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we could.
Adam, don't.
Don't.
Adam, don't.
Don't.
Adam, do
No,
not.
you're gonna shit
Do
your
not.
pants.
Okay.
Misinput.
Here's
Misinput.
here's
misinput.
one.
You shut the
Would you rather never be able to scratch an itch
Oh.
or never be able to pop a pimple?
Popping pimples leads to scars, so I would rather.
I would be driven insane if I couldn't scratch a fucking.
Yeah.
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 I try to.
I think that's like a CIA torture method.
bro. I try to thug it out at work
Psychological
sometimes.
warfare.
Yeah.
Bro.
I try to thug it out at work sometimes just to see if I can overcome the itch.
You can't. You
No.
cannot.
After like, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
And you're just.
And I'm like, fuck, I can't do this.
You try to forget about it, but then it's like, no.
it's like,
It's like, hey,
I'm
buddy.
still
It's like tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, hey,
Hey,
over
buddy,
here, over
remember
here.
me?
Listen, it starts as like a slight tickle, but if you leave it alone for too long, it starts to fucking hurt.
Like, your muscles like fucking touch me.
I start to have spasms if I can't get the fucking itch. I'm like, dude, I gotta.
Yeah, like I start
fuck,
tweaking. Like
yeah.
I'll be sitting there and I'll just be like,
Genuinely tweaking. No, you just get mad at it.
I think the itch, because my thing with pimples though, it's like if I know a pimple's there, it's gonna bother me. Like I'm like, well now I know it's there. I gotta fucking.
You just put ointment on it and it'll go away.
I put toothpaste. on
I've got one on my lip right here. It's
Popping them is fun.
that's
though.
a herpes sore.
it. I put a.
yeah. I
This
got
might sound
herpes.
weird, but I put toothpaste on my pimples. It dries them out.
Really?
I think it's the fluoride in them.
I love
Interesting.
fluoride in my bloodstream.
No, it's something in the toothpaste. I forget what it is.
Microplastics in my semen.
It's something. It's something in the toothpaste. I don't think it's fluoride, but it's something that just dries it. Like it just dries it out. So it works. I mean, it doesn't get rid of it. It just
Timoxylin barbibutanol. I made that up.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
It sounded fun.
it sounded exceptionally British, and I hated it. Okay, next one. Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Oh. I mean, I already believe everything I'm told. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
told me the sun's gonna explode tomorrow. I'll be like, oh god.
I lose the ability to lie because
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be much happier for it because I couldn't lie to anybody.
You
But
just-
I'm happy when I lie because I can give people false hope.
That's
you,
just pure evil.
I know what kind of man you are.
Yeah.
I
know,
love spreading
but
misinformation
also-
on the internet.
But also that means I could also just be brutally honest with people and not
I mean-
sugarcoat it. Because if you couldn't lie, you couldn't sugarcoat things. Because that's essentially what sugarcoating is you're just lying nicely.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Up, right, down, down, down.
Calling in an eagle.
That's the one I would do though, Kagan.
Yeah, I'd say give up lying
Yeah.
because I just out of principle, I try not to lie to people. But
I have a
do
feeling like it's going to
tendency-
bite me in the ass.
I do
when
have a
die.
tendency to sugarcoat, which sugarcoating I wouldn't necessarily call it the same as lying. It's more just like
You're like beating around the bush.
you exclude key details of like a thing you're trying to tell them to make them feel better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say I'd give up lying rather than believe everything I'm told.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good option.
Because believing everything you're told immediately removes your ability to think critically about what people
Like
are
it
saying.
removes your humanity.
That's a genuinely dangerous thing.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be asked the same question over and over again or never be spoken to ever again?
Please never speak to me ever again.
I feel like that one's pretty easy. Just never get spoken to again. People just think you're dark and mysterious.
So does that mean everybody you know? Will
Everybody
ask
you
the
know
same
will ask
question?
you the same question.
So everything that comes out of their mouth will just.
That question.
That would drive me insane.
It's like that. It's like that.
But also the silence would drive you
Kagan,
insane.
it's like that's what I was thinking. But it's like Adventure Time. What was it? Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Chips, chips,
chips, chips, chips, ice cream,
Chips,
ice cream,
chips,
ice cream.
now,
cream, ice
does
cream.
this affect like video games and movies and?
Imagine you're playing Helldivers and you throw a stratagem and it'd be like, "How big is your penis?"
It's like small. Leave me alone.
How big is your penis?
Can I take your order? Can I take your order? Can I take your order? Coming home,
Can I take your
you
order?
come home and see your wife.
Can I
Can I take your order? Can I take your order?
Just punch her in the face.
But like they can only ask a question, but you can speak. You can say whatever.
Go
that
fuck
would drive
yourself.
me insane, dude. If I had a conversation with Kagan, for example, and the only thing that came out of his mouth was fucking
Some
a question,
visceral shit.
I would, and that yeah, and he just repeated it. I would
'Cause-
lose my fucking mind
Yeah.
because you would get nowhere with anybody.
Yeah.
But you also
You'd have to
wouldn't
learn
really,
sign language.
you wouldn't really be able to get anywhere with anybody.
No,
if
they
you were
just
never
sign it
spoken
back to you.
again.
They would just sign the question back to you.
Both of those suck.
That
I'd
would
say I'd
suck.
rather never get spoken to again.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right, here's one. Would you rather questions about special abilities?
What?
So they're in categories on this
okay.
list.
Oh, okay.
So the last one we just read was would you rather questions about living without.
Oh, okay.
So this one is would you rather questions about having special abilities. All right. So this one, would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
Read minds.
Read minds.
I'd put
Dude, I would rule the fucking world if I could read someone's
again,
mind.
The worst part of like any work day is the commute.
Yeah.
Just
I
being
would
able
want
to
to teleport
teleport to
so I
work
could
real
save so
quick.
much money on gas and just like travel. It's like I want to
Okay.
go to Boca Raton, just teleport
But if you
there.
can read someone's mind, you know their goals, their aspirations, their dark secrets.
fuck is that gonna do for me? If I can't
You
teleport
could
to Boca
manipulate
Raton, I
them
don't want 'em.
into. I don't know.
You could use it for anything. If you could read minds, like I'd be
Yeah,
fucking, I'd
like-
be hanging around the CEO of the company I work at all
Exactly.
the time. Like fucking
Here's the thing: if I can teleport anywhere, right? With this ability, I don't
Mm-hmm. Teleport
mi-
into people and kill them.
It might be because of like where we work, but my job.
That is
isn't-
like the third time you've dropped your phone.
yeah, I know.
my job isn't too far away from where I live, and I enjoy the commute. It's like my
Yeah.
car is a safe space for me.
I
Music
like
and alone
driving.
time and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if I had teleportation, I could go places that were much farther away in an instant, or
Now-
like to get food. Or
Do you have to know what this place looks like in order to teleport to it, or can you just imagine it and
I feel like it could just be like you imagine it. And when I say anywhere, I mean anywhere. Like fiction,
Area 51 and shit?
fictional too. Like
Oh,
fictional.
shit.
just
that's-
type it up on Google Maps?
When I
wanna
say
go there.
when
I
I
wanna go
say
there.
anywhere, I mean literally anywhere.
when I think
So, like,
anywhere, I'm thinking this question is asking if you want to teleport anywhere, like in our world. I'm not
Yeah.
thinking like teleport. To,
oh,
like,
I'm
anime
thinking
land.
anywhere. Teleport me to Mount Gelmir in Elden Ring.
Oh, if it's anywhere, then
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can
teleportation.
teleport anywhere, I'm taking the question as anywhere on Earth, like anywhere in real life. That's how I'm taking
If
it.
that's the case, then I think I'm taking.
I'll take mind reading.
I'm still going to do mind reading.
But what if you read someone's mind and they say something hurtful about you?
It
Then
would
you're all
okay.
sad.
So if you could read someone's mind, it would eliminate any overthinking that you might do.
True, like, does this bitch really like me, or is she just pretending?
That's a no. All
But
right.
if you can read someone's
imagine
mind, you have a
walking-
natural advantage
Hang on,
over
hang on,
them.
hang on.
You can know what they're gonna say before
Imagine
they say it.
you're going on dates. You're trying to find a significant other, and you show up, and you do your introductions. Then you hear her think, "God, this guy looks kind of lame," and you'd be like, "Well, it's nice knowing you," and you can leave
Yeah.
immediately.
But at the same time, if someone knew you had, so
Then
if you
again-
had that ability and they knew that you had that ability, it would make someone very uncomfortable.
I was gonna say, wouldn't you just? Isn't reading minds just like the worst form of exploitation?
yeah, kind of.
it can
Because you
be
can just
if you use
extort
it.
people for
No-
anything.
no
It's like
privacy
It's like I know
either.
your secrets. Give me whatever I want, or I will
That's
ruin
just
you.
like I heard this story that some dude was talking about on Reddit, where he was saying that whenever he was younger, he had a crush on this girl, and he managed to get a hold of her diary and get access to her diary. And he used the information that he got out of her diary to basically engineer a relationship between them, and started acting like they had common interests. And now that woman is his wife, and he will never tell her.
That is straight psychotic
that
behavior.
is scary.
You could use the mind reading ability for that same thing, to like forge relationships with people that are only forged.
But then
out of
it's
the
not
fact that you know
genuine.
everything about
yeah, I
them.
feel like you wouldn't be able to have friends if you,
you wouldn't
had,
be able to have genuine
So-
connections because if you're just appealing to what they are thinking about, then it's like you can never
That's
like
the thing.
voice your opinion about it.
It
It's like-
has to work the same way that the teleportation would work, where you do it at will. It's like you can't just always be reading minds. You
That's
have
where
to
I was-
choose to read a mind.
That's where
Yeah.
I was coming from. I took it as you will always know what the other person's thinking.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's that way, then that would drive me absolutely
I just think it's a
bonkers.
fucked form of exploitation because it's like I feel like with that you couldn't form proper relationships because it's
Well-
like you're just appealing to what they want to hear. So you're like, oh, I love ponies. Hey, let's go buy you a pony. How did you know? I'm just a good guesser.
Or the opposite.
I just know you so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know you.
It's
so
like
well.
a
But what if-
double-edged sword.
What if they
kinda.
did find out and they're like, I can't trust the thing you say now? Like, what if you're just saying that because I want you to say that? And it's like, well, I guess you'll never know.
I'll take the mind reading ability, but this is from the standpoint that I get to choose
Yeah.
which minds I read, and that I'm just not constantly hearing everyone's thoughts.
Well, that's how I'm taking it. Is like you can willingly read minds. It's not just like you're walking around and you hear everyone's thoughts all at
Yeah.
once.
It would be
It
really
would just be a
hard.
really fucking loud, like stadium
all the time.
all the fucking time.
You just hear
Dude,
and
this
it's
spot
just
on this spot on my dick won't go away. I think I need to go to the doctor.
You're just walking through a crowd of people, and everyone at the same time is just thinking, like, I can't wait to go home and goon for a little while. I
You
can't
go,
wait to go
"Make
home.
it stop!"
Imagine you went to the hospital for that spot on your dick, Kagan, and then the doctor just told you, "Oh, just put some ointment on it." And you read their mind, you're like, mm-hmm. And in his head, it's like, it's fucking cancer, dog.
This is cancer.
They're
This,
milking-
no,
they're
it's just
milking
like
you for
this
money.
guy masturbates too much. It's literally just a callus.
Yeah.
It's like this is a callus, isn't
God,
it?
imagine jerking it so much you get a callus on your cock.
Yeah.
You got a thicken,
Kagan's had that issue.
got a thicken
yeah,
porous
imagine.
turtleneck.
That'd be crazy.
I'm going to go with teleportation.
I'm taking mind reading.
Mind
You
reading.
can get mind reading. To get mind reading could take
Because
you
you
so
could
far in life.
expose all
I was
like,
gonna
the
say,
corrupt officials and government and
But
shit.
Ethan, on that opposite end, they could just hire someone to kill you,
This is true.
You would have to use it very sparingly.
You would have
Yeah.
ops.
so people wouldn't catch
and
on.
nobody
Like,
could ever know that you had that ability. Like ever.
Yeah, that's
yeah, but what if you get someone like L from fucking Death Note who just kind of starts piecing it together? Like, this motherfucker can read minds.
What if you had the same ability, and then as you were reading my mind, the other guy was like, "Is he reading my mind right now?" I'm
and
reading
you
his
like
mind."
you
Yeah.
connect with each other in the
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
you're
a
not
Discord
supposed
call.
to be here.
You try to read someone's mind and you hear the Discord sound of like someone joining the call.
And you're like, oh shit.
Oh shit!
And then you hear the and you're like, fuck.
Now you'll never know.
never
who
use
had
that
it.
power for like the next few years of your life.
All right. So this next one, would you rather be the funniest person in every room or the most intelligent person in every room?
I mean, I'm already both.
I'd say the funniest because just because you're intelligent doesn't mean people like you.
Yeah, you could be a real dickhead if you're really, really smart.
I mean, usually you tend to like people that are funny because it's like, this person makes me laugh. I like that. But you know,
Perform for me, clown.
but if someone says something, it's like, wow, that was really insightful, but I don't give a fuck. Like,
I genuinely don't give a shit.
did you know Hitler only killed 6 people in reality? It's like, I don't think that's true.
It also depends what room you're in. It's like
Yeah.
imagine being the most intelligent person in any room, but the room is like the special ed room at school. Like,
It's like not saying much.
I'm surrounded by Neanderthals.
I'd say the funniest person.
yeah,
But also, I feel like with that, no one would be able to take you seriously.
true.
They'd think.
See, that's the thing about these
They would
questions.
think that's your personality.
That's the thing
Yeah.
about these questions is everything has a downside.
Like, what if you're trying to open up to someone,
Yeah.
just having a real heart-to-heart, they just start laughing at you?
Well, you could be like Deadpool with your comedic humor.
Maybe, but if it's
Well,
just like a thing where anything you
what-
say makes them laugh,
No. What I'm thinking is you would have the ability to just make a joke whenever. You'd be witty. You wouldn't be. You
Like-
would be able to take things seriously. You wouldn't
Yeah.
just like everything that comes out of your mouth wouldn't be funny.
Dude, this podcast would hit #1 so fast.
Yeah.
We chose the funny ability.
Yeah.
yeah, just this joke will get us 1 million views.
Yeah, because right now I gotta say, we aren't funny.
I think
I'm
we're
just
funny.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
We have our moments.
I know Kayla thinks we're fucking funny. She was cracking up the other night when she was listening to the Appetite Part 2.
That's good.
Which part?
Yeah.
Just you were there with us, remember?
Was it the euthanized dog?
Well,
It
just
was
all
others.
of
It
it.
was others
That
too.
was genuinely funny.
Yeah,
The
it was.
game part where I was like, I'm gonna fuck the horse after
Oh,
the
yeah,
carrots.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna feed these horse to my carrots. I'm gonna fuck my
the
horse.
Yeah.
I'll take.
I'm gonna take.
I'm going to take the humor.
Intelligent.
Yeah, I'll take the smart.
I'd take the humor.
Yeah.
50-50 split.
50.
Here's one I like. Would you rather be able to talk your way out of any situation or punch your way out of any situation?
I'd rather talk my way out.
Talk.
Wait, assuming that you could like beat the shit out of somebody and get away.
You
with
can
no
punch your way out of
repercussions.
any situation.
No
Just-
repercussions.
Yeah, someone tries to arrest you, you just beat the shit out of them.
Because I'm looking at it at two different
Imagine punching
angles.
your way out of a speeding ticket. Like,
You just grab
just
the
beat
officer
the
and
fuck out of
beat
the cop.
fuck
He's like,
out of him.
okay.
I'll let you go. It's just
like,
stuck in
you were
nose.
going
You
what-
broke my fucking
He's like,
nose.
you were going 180 in a school zone. Like, about to go fucking 180 on your ass, bro.
You
Clock
kick his
that shit
ass.
up,
And
boom.
it's like now you're gonna get like an assault charge, and then you can punch your way out of the assault charge.
It's like, I'm gonna win the assault
You
charge by
fist fight the
assaulting
judge.
you. It's like, square up. Come on.
Your Honor, I want.
And then he
It's
pulls
like
he
that.
pulls a gun on you and you fight your way out of that.
Your Honor,
too.
what's your defense? I'll kick your ass.
What's your defense? What's your defense? These hands.
These hands, they're both my offense and defense, bitch. What you got?
It's like that video of the one courtroom where the judge, like they're doing his sentence, and someone edited it. It's like, Your Honor, I want you to know I am a changed man, and I would like
then
to
he
express that to
jumps,
you
he
through,
jumps.
through a heartfelt hug.
He jumps at him. In reality, he goes, nah, fuck that bitch. And he jumps over he lunges at her.
And then the bailiff that cuts to him, and he's like, Sir, your statement has truly changed my life. I would like to join in and make this a group hug. And he jumps on the pile.
I think punching your way out of any situation would be better. It would be it's the pacifist versus the genocide run, but
Yeah, but that's not to say that they will kick your ass back because like I said, I was thinking about it two different ways. One, you can punch your way out of any situation and not have any repercussions. That's one, and then the other is you're physically built enough to punch your way through
Yeah.
situations.
I feel like it's more like John Wick. Like you're just really good at fighting your way out of situations. So if someone tries to, I would choose that one just because I think it'd be funny to fight your way out of a speeding ticket.
I'm gonna say talk. I'm gonna say talk my way.
Yeah.
I'm already like on that fucking build of being able to talk out of most situations, so I'm gonna go ahead and just reinforce it with another perk.
I think that would be better, but I think fucking punching your way out of every situation would be pretty good.
It would be funny.
You're in a divorce. You're in a divorce court.
Man, I fucking hate my marriage, and then you can punch your way out of that situation.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A,
Yeah.
Exhibit B.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
doing
like, so you're saying that your husband beats you. The husband looks
What do you
over at
mean
the
by
wife
that?
like, if you fucking say anything, you know what's gonna happen.
Fist is already clenched.
Nah, I'm taking talking.
Me too.
Yeah.
the way of the talking fist. Okay.
You can punch someone in the heart with your words. So,
Okay.
Your parents never loved
Do you want to do some more about special abilities or about life inconveniences?
I like the special
let's
abilities.
Yeah, I like the special
Let's do
abilities.
2 more of the special abilities.
All right. Would you rather be the absolute best at something that no one takes seriously, or be average at something but well respected?
So
You're good at everything you do, but no one takes you seriously, or you're just okay at stuff,
No,
but
it's-
people respect
I'm
you.
already-
It's you're
the first
good at
one.
one very niche thing that no one takes seriously.
Yeah.
Like
so
it's
I
like,
could be like really good at crocheting.
it'd be like
or some
I
shit.
am so fucking good at jerking off. Like I'm the best in the world at jerking off, but nobody will take me seriously for it. Or you're like just kind of middle of the road in like some super well respected field. Like you're the most average lawyer on the planet.
People are like, you know what? You always go by the books. You got gumption, kid. You got that chutzpah about you.
That
What'd you do?
chutzpah.
You
Chutzpah.
applied.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd do the second one because
Yeah.
you can, if you're good at something but no one takes you seriously, it's like then you're not good.
Does
at
it
something.
have to be something mediocre?
No, just something you're good at. And then the second option is you're just okay at something, but you're pretty well respected.
Yeah, the first option is you're either the best in the world in like some super niche thing that nobody takes seriously, or you're just average in like some well-respected position that everyone respects you for, but you're just average in that field.
Shoot.
You already got the first one going. Like you're an expert in Fallout lore, but no one takes that seriously.
That's,
Like,
that's true, yeah.
And I'm already the second one. I'm just okay at graphics and editing. And
I'd say you're pretty good. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say okay.
well, thank you.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna say you're the greatest.
The
but I'd
newest
say you're pretty
thumbnail,
good.
dude.
I would've.
Me and Jake were in a Discord call, just brain dead. Just
Dude, my brain was absolutely fried that day. I was no assistance. Like I just couldn't.
dude, me and Jake were fucking struggling. He was like, "What should we add?" And I was like,
I'm
"I
gonna be honest. I hate our last couple of thumbnails.
I liked it. I like the outcome of it. It's the soy Jack pointing at Stanley and what's her name?
Miley Flanagan.
Miley Flanagan.
And
Yeah.
Jake.
I keep wanting to say Principal Perry.
You can. That's the picture I used.
Voice actor for Naruto. I think that one's pretty good, but like, I don't know. Yeah, we were just over there like, I don't know. What do you think, Jake?
I don't know. What do you think, Kaegan?
All right.
I don't really care about other people's respect towards me, so
Good, because I fucking hate you.
I probably choose the first one.
I'll take well respected but average
Me
in
too.
a field.
I'm with Adam. What about you, Kaegan?
I'm gonna do the second one.
Yeah.
So this one: would you rather have X-ray vision, but only on people you find unattractive, or everyone else has X-ray vision, but only on you?
Oh God.
Are you meaning like
That's like-
X-ray vision, like you can see our bones or like our flesh?
I'd say see through clothes.
I'd say it's pretty like just X-ray vision is
So
X-ray vision.
you're only able to see through.
But
people
an
who are
X-
unattractive.
But like an X-ray, you can. That's different from what
Yeah,
you're
you can
describing.
see
I'm,
the
I'm assuming
insides.
it's because it said unattractive. I'm assuming it's talking about through
I
clothing.
think it's insinuating clothing.
Yeah. So,
I'd rather take that one. I'd rather that than everybody else see me
see my
naked.
penis.
Yeah.
At
That would
least
boost your fucking confidence eventually.
let
dude.
me get fucking ripped first, and then
Yeah.
maybe I'll take the second one. But right now, I just kind of got like a kind of a dad bod. going.
Yeah. I
At
do
least
too.
people will know what they're getting. You know, as soon as they lay eyes on you, they're like,
Oh, okay.
all right,
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'll take it.
Okay.
that's about it. See
Okay.
ya.
This next is: would you rather about life
Wait, Kaegan,
inconveniences?
you didn't answer that one, did you?
I'd say the first one.
First one.
Yeah, I'm sure eventually I'd get used to it and just be like,
What was the question?
Would you rather have X-ray vision but only for people that you find unattractive, or have everyone else have X-ray vision but only for you?
I would choose the first one.
all
I'm
right.
going on the first one too.
So here's one. Would you rather always get stuck in traffic or always have terribly slow internet connection?
Already experienced one of these.
I've experienced both, and they both suck.
I'm gonna say, wait, is it always get stuck in traffic?
Can I say something
No.
about the X-ray vision thing real
Yeah, sure.
quick? That could tell you a lot about yourself. Like, imagine, like, subconsciously, like, you're like the straightest guy, but subconsciously, like, your brain's just like, that dude, I would fuck that dude. And so, like,
But
you're
it's
just
people
walking
who are
around and
unattractive.
you're seeing all these, like, naked men because you don't find men attractive. But then there's just this one guy in your life that rocks up and you can see his fucking cock, and you're just like, or no, well, hang on. Yeah, you're seeing like all these naked men because you're straight and you don't find men attractive, and then all of a sudden a man in your life is just clothed.
You're like,
And you're like,
wow.
what does that say about me?
Well, I think what do you mean? I think you misunderstand.
No,
the
I don't.
question.
Because listen, how it works is you have X-ray vision, but only for people that you find unattractive.
Unattractive.
That could tell you a lot about yourself. Because subconsciously, what if you're like super like very straight? You do not find men attractive in the slightest, but subconsciously, your brain, like, there's this one dude in your life that your brain finds attractive, and you don't know it. So like you're just walking around and you're seeing all these naked dudes because you don't find men attractive, but out of nowhere there's a dude in your life that's fully clothed, and you're just like,
Wait, what the fuck?
huh?
Kagan looked at me in a way. I'm kind of digging it.
All right, back to the original question. Would you rather always be stuck in traffic or always have bad internet connection?
Oh boy.
That's like every time you get in the car.
They're essentially the same thing, just hell.
But what if you're just driving like
Honestly,
down the road?
Imagine, dude, you just want to go to the McDonald's
Yeah.
that's like 2 minutes
Yeah.
away, and you get
It's
stuck in
backed up-
traffic.
It's backed up for 3 hours.
At that point, I just walk.
But bad internet connection, man.
That.
Imagine if you walk, the sidewalk is backed up with for hours. Just
Hey, I would take that punch your way out of any situation into
do these
order.
abilities stack?
Yes, they're buffs. They just stack. Yeah, I would just people in line. I just punch my way out of the situation. And be like, I need me a McGriddle. Get out of my way.
See, on one hand, it's like the traffic thing would absolutely ruin my life for like job.
Well, you pretty much drive for a living.
I drive for a living, so that would absolutely ruin my life and like just existence of being able to live my life and go to my job and make money and just do things. But at the same time, having shitty internet all the time would fucking suck.
Like, dude, I'm just trying to watch porn. Why would it fucking load? Jesus
pixelated
Christ.
and it keeps stopping.
Having
I
to
think
watch
that's
it
a
in
boob.
144p.
I can't
I think
tell.
that's a boob. The buffer circle won't fucking get out of the way.
Oh, that's not an areola. That's the buffing circle. Yeah,
Man, that's a toughie.
dude, traffic makes me want to kill myself already. So it's
then
like,
again, I get paid by the hour. So if the traffic's really bad on my driving job,
Maximum
you'll have
overtime.
money, dude.
Yeah,
Long days.
I would, yeah.
I would take
It would
traffic.
probably affect your relationship.
But so would bad internet, because that would make me lose my mind so much that I would start committing domestics.
becoming a grumpy. I'd
Jake,
say
come here.
traffic, just traffic.
Traffic.
I'll take traffic. It would suck, but it would
Because
also
that's
improve
almost
certain
like a
things.
get out of any situation excuse. Like this morning, I didn't oversleep, but like I usually pull into the parking lot at like 4:30, and I just sleep until it's time to clock in. But this morning my alarm didn't go off because it was Saturday, so I'm so used to actually sleeping in on Saturday. So I clock in at like 5:07, and they were like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm here." They were like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "Traffic." And they said, "Okay, was it bad where you live?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"A little bit, yeah, a little bit, maybe a little late." I was asleep in
But
my
if
truck.
it's terrible for you, like every day, eventually that excuse is going to get wore out. Unless you like take a photo and like
Just
care.
be like, "You want to FaceTime?
Yeah, I was
I'll
about
show
to say,
you."
is it just traffic for just you? Because I'm sure other people could fucking see it.
That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. Like,
Imagine you're just schizophrenic on the highway.
you're just like
you're
You just
in
come to a
dead stop
standstill,
on
but
the-
everybody else is trying to swerve around you.
the cops get called on you. Why aren't you moved? Can't you
Did
see
you
this
see all these
goddamn
cars?
traffic?
Yeah, they're trying to move out of your fucking way, man.
You're in the way. Move. It's like, no, they're in my way. I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Sir, get out of the car. I can't. There's cars everywhere.
I'll be punching my way out of that situation.
Okay. Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page or bite your tongue every time you eat?
Oh,
Paper cut.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I don't
would
read
do
books.
paper
I don't
cut.
read books.
What
are you talking about?
When's the last time I held a book? Like,
On God. The
What
only
was the
time,
second one?
You bite your tongue every time you eat.
Oh, dude.
That makes me. That unleashes a
That makes
primal
me wanna
rage
kill
inside
someone.
I
of
would
me.
probably punch a hole in a wall and be like, I'm going home.
But does,
leaving.
but does
I
that
have a
include
sore-
like soups? Because a soup you don't really chew.
every time you eat. So it's like you're eating this nice liquid soup.
And you just
And
bite
your
your
jaw
tongue.
just
bite your tongue for
suddenly
no
clenches.
fucking reason.
Paper
I
cuts,
was
dog.
drinking.
Listen,
I would
paper
rather
cuts.
have paper cuts.
Me too. Dude, I have a sore on the side of my tongue right now from where I bit my tongue, and it has been driving me up the wall for the last 4 days.
Yeah, dude. Last time I bit my tongue, it was there for like 2 weeks.
That's the thing,
I
is
was
it,
like, dude,
like, it lasts for a
Forever.
while, and it fucking hurts the
Yes, it
whole
does.
time.
It's just sore.
It's
and
like right when
painful.
you bite your tongue, it's like white hot pain. And then
Yeah.
the pain goes away for like the rest of the day, and,
then
then the
tomorrow it
next
comes
day
back with a fucking
yeah,
force, dude.
it comes
Like
back
it's
with
sore.
a vengeance for like a week and a half. Like,
dude.
Remember this
it's-
mistake
it's
you made yesterday?
It's so irritating too because whenever you try to eat after you've already bitten your tongue, your tongue swells up, so it's easier for your tooth to scrape it.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
the
you
most
just keep
frustrating
biting
part.
that same spot.
Yeah,
Not on
I've had a
purpose,
spot
but,
where I
yeah.
bit my tongue and I bit it 3 separate times.
Oh.
Like it was close to being healed, and I bit it again, and it just back
I'd-
to square one.
I'd rather get paper cuts every time I
Me
turn
Yeah.
it.
too.
Here's
like-
one. Here's one that I read that actually pissed me off. Would you rather wear jeans 1 size too small or shoes 2 sizes too big?
Those absolute boats.
That one pissed me off because I don't. If my clothes are too tight or too big, I get angry.
So, do the jeans automatically go down a size if you like lose weight or something?
The jeans are always 1 size too small, and the shoes are always two
Two
sizes
sizes
too
too
big.
big.
No matter what happens, no matter how you change.
So it's just jeans. I could wear like khakis or chinos.
I think it just means pants.
so I could just wear shorts.
I think it just means pants.
So I could just wear shorts.
It just means whatever you're wearing down here.
Lower parts is one
Whatever
size too
covers
small.
your cock and ball is 1 size too small.
I feel like I already do that. So that
Yeah, Jake's a skinny jeans looking motherfucker. So
He's got to have them nut grabbers going.
I have to. I have to feel secure.
honestly, it turns me on a lot.
If I had to
I
suffer,
thought it was time I addressed
If I had
that.
to suffer through one, I'd say jeans 1 size too small because I feel like eventually you'd stretch it out just wearing them that
No.
long.
Also, if you were to wear the shoes,
The clown shoes.
my fucking heels would keep slipping out of them, and that would frustrate me.
when you trip over shit because you're so used to your feet being one size, and if they're 2 sizes bigger, you're just
Well, eventually you try to
Tripping
get
shit.
used to it.
I'll take the skinny jeans.
yeah.
Yeah, I do skinny jeans.
Essentially just wearing skinny jeans. All right. Would you rather never have to wait in line or always have a parking spot?
Damn.
Because
Both of
as
those
I've
are
gotten
big ones.
older, I never understood why my dad hated, parking so much. And then I got older and realized finding a
would-
parking spot sucks.
But also waiting in line.
Sucks, too.
Like, imagine going to imagine whenever Jake and Alston had to wait for 3 hours in that Comic-Con to get that signature from Miley Flanagan. Like,
Move,
imagine if they just
bitches, I got a
walked,
premium
They just
pass.
could have rocked up and done it, like, right then. That would have been
awesome.
pretty awesome.
yeah, it would have.
Yeah. My
So-
thing about parking spots is, though, say you can't find one, so you got to park so far away. So far. Like 2 blocks away, dude.
But also, once you do park and you go inside and you get all your shit, and like let's say you go to Walmart and you get all your shit and you walk up to the front,
There's no line.
you can just check out, no line.
Yeah, I guess I could suffer through trying to find a parking spot if I never had to get in line again. Like,
I would-
especially
I
at
would
like
do that one.
amusement parks or anything.
I would do that one.
You make a good
Dude,
point.
yeah, no lines at like Magic Springs or another amusement park or some shit. That'd
Yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah.
Like imagine
Disney
like,
World, go to Disney World,
dude,
and you
any ride, like you walk up to a roller coaster and it's just like you just get on
Yeah,
and ride it
Because
real
usually,
quick.
I feel like that's a lot of what Disney World is just waiting in rides.
That's what most of your amusement park experience is going to be, is waiting in line. Like,
and buying
It's a
food
good
that's
like
and buying-
60% of it.
and buying a $10 corn dog. Yeah,
Hey, corn dogs are not $10, okay?
at amusement parks,
Shut up.
that's what I'm saying. Is
yeah, you're right. At amusement parks, they're $20.
at Disney World they would they charge. Have you seen the fucking for a family of like I think it was like 3 a day? They spent like $3,000 $3,000 a day at Disney World. And it's
Fuck
like,
that shit.
They're in severe credit card debt.
Yeah, I'll take the
$30,000
lines.
in credit
Not
card
having to
debt.
ever wait in line again would go absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'd bypass the lines.
Oh yeah, that would help for sure at like the DMV.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah, that.
Okay.
That. I wouldn't even have to pick a fucking number off the wall. I'd just be like, I'm here.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
walk in and walk up to the counter.
would
Yeah.
you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Repeat the first one.
Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall? As you can see, I would love to buy the house, but I'm a little short.
Dude, 9 inches tall would go crazy. You could just buy like a little RC car and drive it to work.
Dude, any Lego weapon could just be your weapon.
But you would have to ask for eternal uppies for
Well, it's not like it's a hassle. They could literally just scoop you up and hold you like an action figure.
like-
I would rather be 11 feet tall because I
feel like
would
that'd
be
be-
able to turn myself into an absolute hoss.
You're already 11 feet tall, Ethan.
I'm 6'3".
Same thing.
It's like, have y'all seen do you remember that old JonTron video where he was going over like workplace safety videos?
Yeah.
There was that one where it was the New Zealand Airlines and you had Elijah Wood and he was just like tiny. And he was just sitting in the chair just kind of like a little fucking guy. And JonTron just, how much pussy you think Elijah would get when he a little fella like that? Like,
Dude, he could straight up dive in the pussy, on God. I'd be 11 feet tall. I feel like it'd be cool to be 11 feet tall.
Yeah,
Just a
if it
gargantuan.
doesn't-
You'd be a
Tower
One
over
Piece
your
Okay,
character.
okay. Could I be 11
But
feet
also-
tall without the health defects?
that's what I was about to
Yes.
ask. But
Then
also,
yes.
imagine
you're 11
imagine
feet
trying to
tall.
live in like a place like this. Like you'd be hitting your fucking head on the ceiling. Like
Yeah.
And you
even
would
in this
terrify-
place.
You would terrify anybody that saw you walk through a door.
But you're 11 feet tall, but
Walk?
you're
Crawl through.
you're,
crawl through a door.
You're proportioned, okay? Like, you don't look like some freak in nature. You just look like you, but you're 11 feet tall.
That'd be pretty cool, honestly.
I was thinking it'd be like something like Slender Man.
So you got to think. You got to think for
Go to those
for
war
reference-
reenactments and just be an absolute beast.
for reference, because I feel like it's easy to lose reference.
They
on
killed
things
all
like
the
this.
giants.
If you're 11 feet tall, like a standard basketball hoop sits at 10 feet.
Yeah.
So you'd be a foot taller than where a basketball hoop sits.
Boop.
But
You just drop the ball in.
yeah. So for 9 inches, that's like you guys have seen it, the length of my penis. I'm just kidding. I wish.
No. You're onto something.
That I'm trying to think of like a good reference for 9 inches. That's the size.
nail?
That's the
9-inch
size of
nails?
9 Inch Nails. The band. That's how tall they are.
Such a good reference.
I'd say this is probably about 9 inches.
That?
No, that's incredibly
like,
average.
That's like 6 inches.
No, it is not.
That's average.
That's about 6 inches. Maybe a little more, but not by much.
They're talking about a soda can.
Usually for reference, what I use for like reference anywhere from a foot or less would be a Subway sandwich. Like just average. Like, so
Do you know that they're not actually a foot?
yeah, they're like,
Did you know they're
fucking-
not actually $5?
They used-
$17 for a used to be $5 foot long.
We have failed as a society.
What radicalized you?
What happened?
What radicalized you? First off, they took my lizard milk, Sobe, and second off, they made the $5 footlong $17. That is not $5.
And beef jerky is $16 a fucking bag.
Are you kidding me?
Being
We
11
failed.
feet tall would be really cool, but I think being 9 inches tall would be hilarious. So I'll take 9 inches.
It's a little version of me.
I don't really
Hold your
want
hand
this.
up, son. It's a little version of
I
me.
don't really want this.
Dude, and like imagine how much less you'd spend on food.
Dude,
Yeah.
you could eat a fucking frozen pizza for like a month. Not even
Now,
more
does
than
this
that.
I
affect?
feel like if you were 11 feet tall, every time you ate, it'd be like a snake. You'd like digest it over a week. Like, in just one meal, because it would like have to travel all the way down your
be like,
system.
Be like, you hungry? No, I ate 2 weeks
But like
ago.
you'd
I'm
have
good.
to
I'm
eat
good. It's
so
still
much more.
about here.
Yeah, you would have to.
You'd
you'd
have
have
to
to
eat
like
so much
almost
more.
triple your intake.
Does this affect like the size of molecules and shit if you're 9 inches tall?
Well,
We aren't thinking
Kaegan
about
said
this
that you're
scientifically.
proportionate.
Yeah, you
Ethan.
just look like you, but 9
You're
inches
just
tall.
you're just smaller.
Okay, but like if
It-
you're
it
eating
doesn't-
food and shit,
It doesn't physically work in terms of like thinking about the physics, but we have to
Okay.
set physics aside for this question.
that's true.
I mean, you could probably ration out a Happy Meal to last you a week.
I mean, rodents and shit eat food that we have.
And you
so
can make
never
friends
mind.
with them.
It was a stupid question.
Yeah, I think 9 inches tall would be fucking hilarious. So I'm gonna go for little guy. I'm gonna
I'd
get little
rather
guy.
be an 11-foot hoss.
What about you, Kagan?
I'd be 11 feet. I feel like that'd be cool.
I'd be short guy.
Anytime you get into a fight, you can just grab someone by the head and just pick them up.
Man,
just be like,
These 50-50 splits. It's always me and Jake and Kaegan and Ethan. Just
Yeah.
split.
yeah.
All right, here's one that I know will make
Says a
people
lot.
mad. Would you rather always have wet socks or a small rock in your shoe? I'm going to go get a drink. Y'all ponder that.
I'm gonna let you seethe in silence.
I'll take wet socks.
That's
I can say that right away. I can deal with having wet socks for way longer than I can deal with having to have something in my shoe that I just can't get out.
agree with that.
is the rock moving
Yes.
constantly?
Yes.
Wet socks.
Jake,
it
it's,
just-
it's a rock in your shoe.
It's one rock in one shoe.
It's one rock in your shoe, and I thought it's a pretty.
It's not even two
simple
rocks
question
and
to
two
answer.
shoes, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'd say you just have a rock in one of your shoes, just like a little pebble that you just can't get out no matter how hard you try.
Socks.
Yeah.
As much as I would hate it.
You get
socks.
used to it eventually.
Wet socks fucking suck, but I could deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking rock in your shoe. You could go the entire day without stepping on it. It could be at the front of your shoe, and then you just move your foot slightly, and it rolls right into the middle, and you just right on
I was
it.
gonna
Day
say,
ruined.
I don't think Dwayne the Rock Johnson could fit in my shoe, but you know,
The Rock's
whatever.
delicious tequila.
Adam, you're a pretty funny guy, but that was one of the least funny
I
things you
know.
have ever said.
I
know.
lost brain cells.
Thanks for letting me
I'm
know.
borderline brain dead.
Okay.
Moving on.
Here's a good one.
Dwayne the
Would you
Cock
rather
Johnson.
never age physically or never?
Nevillage?
Let me run that again. Would you never? Fuck! I'm like having a brain aneurysm.
And you're
A brain aneurysm. Where's the clip?
Do you need to
And you're in them.
take a breath and just collect yourself?
Yeah, Ethan, there's
May I
the
read a
clip.
couple?
What's the
Do you want to
timestamp?
read a couple?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Yeah, there's the clip right
Jake, do you want to take over some of these?
Sure.
Written.
If
Okay,
you have
I
an
wanna-
aneurysm.
No, I just thinking about it. I was like, oh, I tried reading it without looking at it. So,
And you're
And you're in them.
would you rather never age physically or never age mentally?
mentally.
Physically.
Never age physically.
Me and Kagan are
Physically.
already on it. Like we know what we're going for.
I'd never age physically because I'd always have the same body, but my brain would get older and smarter.
No.
because if
One of my biggest fears in life, I've said this to so many people, if I get old and whenever I get old, if I get like dementia or Alzheimer's, I almost said Asperger's. If I ever get like dementia or Alzheimer's or anything like that when I get old, just fucking put me down like a lame horse. Like,
that's what my dad says, he wants to be
I do-
smothered by a pillow if he
yeah,
has
I
that.
do not, I'm not going to sit here and get dementiated. Like
Yeah.
my brain is like one of the most important things to me and my
My,
ability to like think and, you know, my pondering ass.
My grandmother's
But,
showing early signs of dementia.
Yeah.
and
Time
it's-
to put her out, Ethan.
Yeah.
She wants to.
If I get fucking, if I start to lose it, like
Ooh.
whenever I get older, I've told Shay and she won't let me. She said that, like, I told her flat, I was like, if I start to fucking go mentally, like,
Just
I don't
kill
even
me.
want to live anymore. And she said, I'm not going to do that. But she said after a certain point, she will let me sign a DNR.
Yeah, do not resuscitate.
Yeah. So if I like start to go, then they will not try and bring me back.
Ethan, I was gonna say you said your grandma was showing early signs. Just release her into the woods. Just release her into the
Release
woods.
her into the wild.
Yeah, and just go on, you filthy animal, get out of here.
Before I change my mind.
Get out of here. And she's like,
Don't
Ethan,
make this
honey,
harder than
where
it-
am I?
Don't
What
make
is
this harder
place?
than it has to be.
Go, Grandma, don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Or it's like
please.
the complete opposite. You put her out into the wood and she's like, home. And she's like,
She goes feral.
yeah.
I gave the phone to Jake, so he's gonna read some. Give me a minute to
Recuperate.
recuperate.
palate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take never never aging physically would be nice because like as you get older and your joints start to go, you're just gonna have chronic pain like in your back and in your knees and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it would be nice not to have that, but I would not. I do not want my brain to go.
So if your brain
That's like
doesn't
my biggest
age,
fear is my brain going.
are you trapped in like an infant's mindset?
Or as your head is now.
So I'd say as your head is now. So like,
Okay,
say
well then
if-
I'd rather have a no aging brain.
Me too.
Yeah, because it's like
So that's 3 and 1.
because you could just accumulate knowledge and never lose that knowledge, and that's like
yeah, but your body would fail on
knowledge
you.
is power.
My thought is your body would fail on you way before your brain did. So the thing is, at least when you're old and you're decrepit, if you're old and you're kind of just falling apart mentally and physically, I feel like your brain not being all there kind of helps with that because you don't realize what's going on. But if I have the brain of a 23-year-old and my body starts falling apart and I'm aware that it's falling apart, there's nothing I can do about it.
I agree with Kaegan, and also with Adam. I'm scared of having dementia too.
It's my biggest fear.
Even more so, I'm scared of my body failing me, and like say my legs go out, I can't walk, I'm paralyzed.
And I'm
it's
able
like,
to comprehend it
I
with
assume
that
a
is-
young brain.
I assume neither of these things like make you immortal. You'll still live an average
Right,
life.
right.
So it's basically you choosing, do you want like your body not to age and give up on you anymore or for the rest of your life until you die in your 90s if you're lucky?
I'd rather
Or
have that because
rather let your brain continue to like be young and exist and not forget things and stuff like that.
I would say I want to do the physical one because I already have joint issues, and as I'm going to get older, it's only going to get worse.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be fucked up physically whenever I'm older,
That's
but
why
I'd
I'd-
rather keep my brain.
That's why I'd rather have my physical body now in like just because I'm gonna die regardless. I'd rather die being able to enjoy the things physically than just falling apart with a young brain.
But also imagine looking
Like, I can understand
imagine
where you're
being
coming
fucking
from.
90 and looking 23, but you can like
They would raise questions with your loved
You can
ones.
fucking dunk a basketball and fucking do burpees, but you're out here like, what's
Where am
for
I?
dinner tonight?
We're having
I'm
banana
a
pudding
hunter-gatherer.
Well, I can understand where you're coming from, but I'm from the mindset of I don't like the idea of me being mentally how I am,
No
and just watching
winkles equals
my
no
body
sad.
fall apart, and just being like, oh, I can't walk anymore, but at least I still know what's going on. It's like great, I just know even more that I'm falling apart, and I'm
there is a sense of like ignorance is bliss, you know. There's a sense of you won't know what the fuck's going on if your body does fail you, you know.
Yeah.
And you have dementia. I feel like you wouldn't be as
miserable.
miserable. I mean, you'd be miserable either way, but
Because you're human.
See, the thing about
But you wouldn't know what's going on.
the thing about dementia is that there are moments of lucidity.
Yeah.
So that's why it's true hell. Is because like
They're in and
they're
out.
forgetful for a while, and then out of nowhere they'll have a moment of lucidity where they know what's going on, and they start like fucking tweaking because of it, and then they'll go back to being dementiated, and it's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll go.
I'm doing the physically. I'm sticking by that one.
I'm sticking with the brain.
I can see where y'all are coming from. That's where I'm sticking with.
That was a good one. Here's a lighter one. Would you rather be played in a movie by Danny DeVito or Danny Trejo?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Same.
I love Danny Trejo just as much.
Danny
but-
Trejo- Trejo's awesome.
Wait. I will be Danny Trejo, and I'll be the villain, and you guys will come together as a team of Danny DeVitos to take me down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The Danny to trio is what it
There you
was.
go. That was the Danny the trio.
We take down Danny Trejo.
All right.
Or
would
we
you-
no, if we were all Danny Trejo, we could be the Danny Trio. Damn.
The Danny trio. Either way, it works. That was a good one. Would you rather know when you are going to die or how you are going to die?
I'd rather know how I'm going to die.
So when or why?
Why? I'd rather know why. Because if I know when, then I'm going to start panicking.
I'd rather
Yeah.
know how.
You'd rather know how? Why?
Because if I know how and it's like something that's preventable, then
Well, that's the thing. I'm assuming that it's not preventable, even if you know what it is.
Yeah, I assume that no matter what, you're going to die in this
inevitable,
way.
yeah.
No matter if you know how or when, you're still going to die then and in that way. But it's just a matter of knowing.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's like also if you know when, then it's like you're just counting down when it's going to happen.
It'd be like you're going to die by
Then
drowning.
all the more
So
reason
I'm-
to live the life that you want to live.
It's like I'm going to die. It's like it tells you you're going to die by drowning. And it's like, okay, then I'm going to avoid the beach or the lake for the rest of my life. And then later in your life, you like drown in a bowl of soup. Like,
Or you trip on the street and you break your leg and your face plant into a puddle and
You
you
just
just
can't-
knock yourself out.
I guess it could be like an Arthur Morgan thing. You know you're dying.
I'm down, Dutch.
But he knew what was killing him and he knew how he was dying.
I'd say when, because like, obviously, with the caveat that I'm still gonna die then. Like it'd be it'd fucking suck if you figured out when it'd be like a year from now. But at that point it'd be like, well, I guess I'm just gonna do what I can with this year. Like,
Yeah.
But it's also like, what if you
It'd
found
be
out
a
how you
great
die and
motivator.
your head gets run over by like a semi truck and it just explodes like a grape?
I mean, it's instant.
True. Yeah, I'd rather take the win.
Yeah. I'd rather do win. No.
That'd make me so paranoid.
Yeah, the win
rather
would
do
make me
how.
paranoid because I'd be like, "Fuck." Well, now I know when it's gonna happen.
But I feel
that's
like-
the thing. Knowing,
Jake, you've got Billy Butcher hair going on right now. He's got the Billy Butcher haircut
Oi.
going on.
Boy, God,
That was fucking diabolical.
fucking diabolical.
knowing how, I wouldn't want to know how, but knowing when, I just feel like, yeah, knowing when would suck because as the day got nearer, but I'd also just make the most of whatever time I had left. So.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go with win.
I feel like that's less. It's less scary because it's like if I know that I'm gonna get gunned down in the streets of Tijuana, like
Just let it be heroic.
yeah. But if I know that I'm gonna die 3 years from now, it's like
steal this shit, man.
It's like I know if I'm gonna get gunned down in the streets of Tijuana, I can at least bring a gun with me and put up a fight.
I don't know what to feel no more, man.
yeah.
I don't know what to feel.
So at least
Get
if
out
I
of me head.
at least if I die, I can take some people with me. Like I don't know. It's just. That wasn't supposed to reference a smiling friends joke. I promise. It was just the first place I thought of.
Going to Tijuana, man.
I ain't stopping till this thing in Tijuana, man.
I'm gonna take the win.
Siri, call an ambulance.
I'm gonna take knowing when, so I can just make the most of it, and
Yeah.
hopefully, whenever the day finally comes, I can just have a final peaceful seat in the sunset and just kind of go.
That reminds me of a.
What if the day comes and it was like, nah, that was just an estimate.
Dude, imagine it's just a rough guess, and you get to that day, and you're just like, oh,
Well, shit.
and nothing happens, and
like
you
when
just close
Jim-
your eyes and prepare. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. It's
Shit.
like when Jim Carrey thought he was going to die.
In the
In
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the missile alert thing.
Yeah, and he called everybody, and then it was just a
Dude,
false
hoax.
alarm.
a little side tangent. There were so many people that were like confessing their love to their crushes or whatever, and they all just like said, "Oh, I like you too," but they only said it because they were about to be fucking annihilated. And when the alert was like, "Oh, it's just fake. It's not real," they're like, "You know what? Never mind."
It's like, how about you go?
That
fuck
would crush me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm alive.
He was
I
the
still got
spur of
some
the
white-
moment.
I
kinda
said
thing.
it in the
I said-
moment. I didn't really mean it.
I
Then why'd
said-
you
yeah.
fucking say it?
Yeah, because I thought
We
I was
were
gonna
about to die.
Yeah, that doesn't make
You
it
don't
any
hurt your
better.
feelings.
do you know who we are? We're Chan and Ron John. Do you know how, dude? I wonder how many people in Hawaii lost their virginities that day. It's like, I'm not gonna die a virgin.
Not me.
Have y'all seen the videos of that?
No.
I saw a little bit about it, mainly because I watched Michael Reeves.
Yeah.
And Michael Reeves lived in Hawaii at the time, and yeah, it was a whole thing. Or no, it was because he had left Hawaii to go to school or like to come and live in the mainland U.S. and his family. So he just started getting a bunch of calls and texts from his fucking family, being like, "We love you" and all that stuff, and he started freaking out. And
Yeah.
All right, Jake.
This one's a pretty good one. Would you rather have to work the most miserable job imaginable for a year or die 1 year earlier?
Die 1 year earlier.
I would rather die 1 year earlier because I already worked the most miserable job of my life.
I'll take a year off my life.
I think so too. I was gonna add.
Did you
something
scroll back
that.
to the top?
I was gonna no. Well, I think maybe a little bit, but I was thinking like it's the worst job you've ever worked, but it pays fucking
Phenomenal.
phenomenally.
Well, if it pays good, then that's a different story.
Then
Well,
it's
let's
worth
add
it.
let's add that.
Then I would do that one.
Worst
would
job
do
in the
that.
world, but you get paid. That's the best.
Like
paying job in the
200K a
world.
year, then I would do it.
The worst job in the world is like diving in shit,
Yeah.
like those
And septic
tanks
tanks.
or
Septic
whatever.
cleaners.
Yeah,
Some people would pay to do that.
Yeah. So still the same, or
I'd do that one if it paid me good.
Yeah, if it paid
now
fantastically.
if I had like a monthly wage of like 200,000 or some shit, yeah,
Be like, I'll be like, shit, get my diving suit ready.
I'll go in butt naked.
I'm going shit swimming, boy.
Hey, then you could do both at the same time. Diving in those septic tanks will definitely take a year off your life.
Yeah, you get paid per stool.
Inhaling all the fucking methane.
Dude.
They weigh it in pounds.
Yeah, no.
In pounds.
If the pay's good, I'll do the job. If it's just do the job, then I'm taking a year off
if
my
it's like
fucking
minimum
life.
wage,
Yeah.
then yeah, just take a year off my life.
Yeah, imagine
just-
it's like you're just a cashier at McDonald's or something.
Fuck that shit.
Jake, hit us with another one.
To be honest, Kagan, you picked like all the good ones, man.
I was going to say, scroll towards the bottom more.
Let
That's where I was
me
at.
see.
I will be right back. I need to piss like a racehorse.
I do
All right,
too.
We'll wait until you get back.
Go piss together.
We'll take it.
We're taking a brief hiatus.
You want to cross streams with me?
Are you just gonna cut this out?
No, we can talk. Unless you both are leaving.
I have to piss too, but
Adam, can you stop the chair, please? Silence, recliner. Yeah.
Squeak.
Thank
But,
you, sir.
I'm
back
really
to-
thinking about getting rid of that recliner.
I'm replacing it.
no. But back to that one about the when you would die. That reminds me, my dad had a buddy who had stage 4 lung cancer, so you know it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So how he chose to spend his that's the right
Chose
word.
to spend. Yeah.
How he chose to spend it was he went around to the best golfing spots around the world,
Hell yeah.
and he just played golf until he died.
Sounds nice. It sounds like something you like to do. So
I feel like it is, but it's like a bittersweet thing.
here's the thing: if I knew when I was gonna die, I would actually legitimately make a bucket list and
Yeah.
try to do everything on that list.
I'd at least kill one
I would
person.
stop.
I'm just saying.
I would
Okay,
stop
if I'm
being-
gonna die and I know I'm gonna die, I'm at least gonna kill one person.
I would stop being so lazy.
Yeah.
I would actually try to achieve something greater.
I'd be going skydiving.
And I guess that should be the way that it is anyway, because you could die at any moment. But like,
Yeah.
if I knew exactly when, I feel like I'd have a timeline and I could be more prepared. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
That
just-
is a tough one.
rack up mean credit card debt too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take out a monstrous loan.
Fucking blinded me.
Just take out like a monstrous loan, like
Yeah.
like a week or so before you die, and then just spend all that money and then just die.
And just die.
Yeah, then just
so
die.
that's your bucket list. Everything on your bucket list is one item you're going to purchase.
Well, that bucket list is paid for by that gigantic loan you took out, and then when you die, you don't have to pay it back because you're dead.
that's the thing on the bucket list is take out a massive loan.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
now Adam's back. I'm gonna go piss.
We were talking about the what would you rather know when or how you were going to die. And Kaegan went into that a little more. We were talking about making bucket lists if we knew when we were going to die, Adam. Yeah. I said that I feel like I'd have a better timeline to like prepare things and
Yeah, I'd say my bucket list would probably be like buy a bucket, make a list, put the list in the bucket, die.
boom, done. It's pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah. Yeah, buy a bucket and then it'd just be like a grocery list and just throw it in the
A
bucket
grocery
and then
list
die.
you never completed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like 55-inch flat screen TV.
You never 100% of the game.
Yeah.
Never got all the achievements. That's
No.
what the bucket list is.
Imagine that you die doing one of the things on the list.
That would suck. Like, what if it was the last thing?
Like you fall from a high place and you go skydiving and your parachute didn't work. And it's like one of the first things on your
That's
list.
how you die. Like, you knew how you die, but you're like, that's on my list.
Here's a good would you rather. I thought of one.
What's up?
Would you rather never take fall damage or never take poison damage?
I'm rarely ever poisoned, so I do.
And by poison damage, it's just wide variety, like never.
So like food poisoning or
never like anything that you would ingest that would usually have a negative effect won't affect you.
Ethan, do you wear panties? Because I saw your pants on the bathroom floor with underwear in them, and I was like, are those panties? But I didn't want to like pick them up. I was just staring at them.
No, I wear boxers, dickhead.
No.
What was on
Ethan-
them? They're like white with brown.
Ethan wears black lace G-strings.
Plaid.
Those are my apple pie underwear. My mom got those for me for Christmas.
Fuck, I kind of want some of those.
That was my
now.
apple pie
You could
G-string.
scratch it, and it used to smell like apple pie, but I washed it so much.
but now
A
it
bitch
just
about
smells
to
like-
suck. A bitch about to suck your dick. So I was like, "Wait, scratch it first. Scratch it first.
It's
I
a scratch
promise."
and sniff.
And she goes,
Wow.
"Wow, that smells like sweat and apple pie."
So now it just smells
nice.
like ball sweat and brush.
it smells like smegma.
Kagan, I hit him with a would you rather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, would you rather never take fall damage or never take poison damage? So
Never take fall damage. So
yeah,
I could,
never taking fall damage would go crazy.
Yeah,
So I
well,
could jump out of I could skydive
like
and then do the
power armor.
superhero landing.
Yeah.
And
so
people
by
would-
fall damage, do you
no.
mean like your bones won't break?
You just won't take damage from like falling from any height.
So
Okay,
you
so
wouldn't
your
feel
bones
like
will
the
break,
pain
but
or
you won't
anything.
feel it.
no damage.
Oh, okay.
So there wouldn't be pain and there wouldn't be damage because you didn't.
Oh hell yeah!
Like,
I'd do no fall
That one,
damage
yeah.
yeah, you get pain from taking damage.
because I'd still like to enjoy.
But
a
also,
sick day
not
off
taking
work.
poison damage would go crazy. Imagine like taking a cyanide capsule and just nothing happens.
As a party
like,
trick.
Do you want to see this magic trick? You go.
You just down a whole.
Then the guy
bottle
next
of,
to you is like, "Pff, I can do that," and he
cleaning
dies.
solution.
yeah, you're just like, hey, you got anything to drink? Oh, I found something. Just downs a bottle
Ah,
of bleach. Like,
chloride.
And they're just like,
Let me
No,
try
don't
that.
drink that.
Yeah.
It's like,
You
no,
just
trust
burp
me.
and
Watch
bubbles.
this. Watch this.
Part of me wants to rock up to a function
Wait.
with like a Clorox bleach bottle that I've just filled with like getting some kind of like alcoholic beverage
Yeah.
and just be drinking it all night.
Blue carousel.
You need to take out, empty out a bottle of
Windex.
Elmer's glue, and then like put some sort of like cream dessert in there, and then just drink it.
Like frosting or Cool Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hold up. I'm a little. All right, I found a good question.
Okay.
Would you rather have to kiss every person you meet or never kiss your partner again?
I don't have a partner.
Me neither.
And this
so
is
that's
this
easy.
is would you rather questions about relationships.
Oh, okay.
I'm disqualified.
Me too.
Okay, but let's take this from a hypothetical point that you have a partner. All right.
I'm sorry. I would rather kiss my partner
Okay. Well, the options.
if she loves me.
The options are you have to kiss every person you meet or never kiss your partner again.
Does that?
Like on the mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No.
I assume it doesn't have to be like a fucking tongue kiss, so I don't mind. I'd give somebody like a peck if I had to. Like,
Be like an Italian mob boss. Mm.
You had to give your you had to give your boss a kiss on the
Can
mouth
you
every time you
imagine-
saw him.
can
Just
you
like,
Brunoli, it's good to see
good
you
to see you.
again.
Mwah,
Can you
mwah.
imagine how awkward that would be, though? Like if you started a new job, you'd have to kiss all of the staff
grab your
members.
boss and
Just going around in a fucking
They're just-
circle.
dude, imagine like people like somebody. That
What?
what about like somebody you fucking hate?
Oh,
It's just like
And then they always have that. Like, remember that time when you kissed me?
I assume that it's
See,
not just like
Yeah.
I know Kayla.
I assume-
Would I have to kiss her?
oh true.
See,
I'd
like
have
that's-
That would
kick-
probably
I'd have to
piss you
kick
the
your
fuck
ass,
off.
but-
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd have to kick your ass.
This
but
is a
You
dilemma.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I'd rather kiss every person I meet.
Wait, is it you meet or you know?
I think it's you meet.
Okay.
Okay, so
So if you already
this
know
person.
them, you don't
So I
have
wouldn't
to.
But I still would have had to have kissed Kayla.
And like if you get a girlfriend and if I
I,
get a
I assume
girlfriend, that's...
I assume it's like
have to kiss them.
I assume if it's like if it takes effect right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if
as
it
in,
takes
like-
effect right now, we already know everybody that we work
Okay.
with and in our circle, so you wouldn't have to kiss any of them.
We'd still have to
But
kiss
from
each
that
other's
point on,
girlfriend.
it'd be like if you go to like the new Taco Bell over there, you'd have to kiss like every cashier.
Can you imagine that in the drive-through? Like, hi, nice to meet you.
Can I get a Baja
You just
Blast? And
reach
you just
through.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, what the? Just take your food.
I'm sorry.
dude. Just-
It's involuntary. I don't have any control over it. It
That's
just
what I would
happens.
say. That's what I would say too.
It's
All
a
right.
condition, and it's
It's a condition.
we'll do a couple more because I feel like we're at a pretty good time.
Let's do 3 more and then call it.
Would you rather win 50,000 or let your best friend win 500,000?
I'd let my best friend win 500,000.
But the question is, would they share it with you?
I wouldn't.
would
care.
you?
I would.
You would?
Like?
How much?
I don't,
What's 500,000 divided by 4?
So you'd split it evenly?
that's like
I'm a man of the people.
125 grand.
Would you share it?
Yes.
I'm a man of the people. Shit,
No, why
100,
would you- okay.
125 grand is still a
What does
lot
that
of
look
money.
for, Ethan? What was that? What was that look for?
I'm
What
just
do you?
poking-
And if,
I'm
it,
just-
and if, and
I'm
if
just
it meant,
poking at
if
you.
it meant my homies could have some money to get them a better life, in some way, then of course
So 500,000 divided by
by
4.
4.
That's 125 grand a piece.
Never pull your calculator out in front of this man.
He'll be
do
like,
that
Lesson
now.
learned.
He'd be like, "Nice
He
try,
was
shit ass.
like-
I already know the answer."
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if it can benefit, if it benefits my friends, I would
I would
do
that
it.
one, yeah.
But if it's just talking about like one person, then it'd just be 250, which is still a lot of money.
Fuck y'all, I'm keeping that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
But and I'm saying if I had to split it with like my best friend, I'm sorry, it's going to Jake. That's the
Yeah.
I'm
it's
just
it's
the
the cut and
messenger.
dry.
That's just-
You've known him longer.
Honestly, I
so-
I've
could-
actually known Adam longer than I've known Jake. Believe it
I
or not.
honestly, I wouldn't even be able to tell you who my best friend is because I don't really pick a best friend.
Yeah.
Like I just have I have a tight circle of really good friends, and I don't.
See, if I picked
Fair.
Kayla, she'd burn through it that day.
Yes, she would.
She'd buy a new car, a house.
Yeah,
The first thing I'd do with all that money is pay off my truck. I would just be like,
I'd
I'd pay off the essentials
I'd
first,
pay
and
off
then-
any debts that I had.
and
Probably
then
buy
I'd just
a new
be
car
free.
because I need a new car. But
If you buy a scat
I
pack,
could
it'll
buy
be pretty
my
much all the
childhood
money.
home with that kind of money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been kept up very well.
No, it hasn't.
No, the neighborhood's kind of gone downhill.
Oh,
It
yeah.
used to be HOA, but I think they kind of just disbanded, and nobody mows their lawn. Nobody takes out the trash.
Kagan, is that 2 more?
I was gonna say we can do 3 more.
Oh, I thought that was the third one. The first.
Or we can
out of
do
the
we
3.
can do an additional one if
Okay.
you want. Okay, so these are would you rather questions about personal appearance.
Okay.
Would you rather get a face tattoo of your choosing or a tattoo in a discrete area chosen by someone else?
Now,
I'd take the discrete area chosen by somebody else.
Same.
I'd rather do the face tattoo because then I could do the little forehead eyeball from the guy from Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
the
Sparky
combustion
Sparky
man.
Boom Man.
Yeah, combustion man.
Yeah.
I feel like you could get. I feel like there's some pretty cool face tattoos, but they'd have to be like in this area, or like somewhere under. I feel like a tattoo like right here would be kind of cool, but
Where, Kaegan?
like over your eye or something. Depends on what it is, but it also like if you get a discrete tattoo, like it could be something like super racist or super.
A swastika on
It could
your
be
shoulder.
it could be some serious hate speech, and it's like, sure, it's hidden, but like, what if you go swimming and it's
Yeah.
like on your back, like it's just a big Nazi falcon on your, like a big Nazi eagle on
But
your
it
back.
just
Yeah.
it just depends on who's choosing the tattoo, really.
Yeah.
If it was like one of us, like
Surely
I-
we wouldn't do something
We
that
wouldn't-
fucked up
Right.
to
no,
each other.
I'd do something funny, but not something that would ruin your life, like, because I ain't about that. It's just
Yeah.
like
Put something
probably,
stupid on my ass or something.
I'd probably give
Or
you
Super Earth.
I'd probably give you a tattoo that says 2-seater on your chest, but
no,
Guest parking
visitor
here.
parking. There you go.
visitor
Yes.
parking, yeah. But
It's the funniest
no.
thing you've said, Ethan. Ever.
I'd say a discreet one if I get to pick the person who puts the tattoo on me.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
it's just some random stranger and it's like, okay, I'm gonna pick your tattoo, it's like, I don't know what you're gonna choose. I don't know you.
Yeah.
What if you put some like something I don't believe in or something I strongly am against? It's like,
Allahu Akbar.
it's like, oh, you like furries? No,
no,
Not
I do
at all.
not. I do not.
I believe you like what you like, but I don't like that.
Bleep that.
Wait, what?
That he doesn't like furries.
That's not.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm not saying I hate them.
Because
I
they're
just-
like overly sensitive.
Well, what I'm saying is they can like their thing. That's fine.
each their own, yeah.
I'm not into it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is I'm not into it, but if they like it,
Yeah,
go
if they
ahead.
I
like
mean, but he
Yeah.
said, I don't like furries.
I'm saying that as in it's not my thing.
Now you're
All
saying
right.
that.
Yeah,
Ethan.
it's okay, Ethan. It's okay.
I don't like furries.
That's fine.
I'm
In
saying
fact, no.
I'm saying it as in it's not what I'm into. If you like being a fur, you like dressing up as a dog or a dragon or whatever, go nuts. But
I
that's-
think you're mentally ill.
Well, I mean, even if that's true, let people do what they want if it's not hurting you.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's my standpoint.
Like, dude, and some of those fursuits get expensive. Like, some of
And-
them get intricate.
and
And some of them
sweaty.
go crazy. I've seen some fucking really cool ones, like ones with like robotic faces and
Those
shit.
are cool.
Those
Yeah.
are fucking dope.
And they'll have like vents that they put in them so they
Okay,
can circulate
genuine
air.
question. Genuine question. What's the difference between someone who dresses up as like an animal persona versus someone that dresses like an animal character? Are they still are furries?
Well,
No.
The
a
main
fursona is usually an original character. It's
Okay.
usually someone they make themselves.
So fursona and
Character-
just like a Five Nights at Freddy's character,
or
Is
like
that
Tom
a-
Nook or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You're
is that-
basically
you're a
asking where
furry?
the line between
Yeah.
being a furry and being a cosplayer is.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, usually I don't want to say usually because it's not, but like being furry is also a sex thing. Like,
yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes, like some people just like to dress up as animals, and that's fine.
See, the main
But a big thing of it is they'll have sex in the fursuits too.
the
which-
main thing about being a
Why?
furry is they want to, like, they dress as animals, but they also like act like animals.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
they
I
want,
think that's the weird
Okay.
part is when you act like an animal. You can dress up like one. That's because if you just dress up like one, that's just cosplaying to me. But if you're acting like a
Ethan, that'll
dog,
be in your search history.
No,
just
I'm
wanna
looking up
say-
this specific.
I just
want to
say a big
thing.
a big spit in the face of evolution, making us nice, intelligent creatures to just kind of go and act like a fox in the woods or something. But you
But,
know, whatever.
If they just dress up,
Downgrade.
If they just dress up, that's fine. But if they're over there like pissing on a
Right.
litter box and eating, it's like, what is wrong with
And
you?
eating kibble out of a bowl on the
like,
floor.
Wasn't there like one? I think it was like a Japanese man that like made himself look like an actual dog, not a furry.
Oh,
Made-
yeah.
like he looked like an actual.
Yeah,
dog.
it was a really suit that it was a really
real-
intricate
yeah.
suit that I
Yeah.
think I don't think he grafted it to himself, but he
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, though,
yes,
right?
I've seen
We'll have
it.
to talk about
It's-
that more.
It's scary,
We'll have to talk about that more later, but
but
I mean, you get shit like people who create these really intricate, complex suits that do these eyebrow, movements,
Yeah.
and then you get events like Rainforest.
what
rainforest.
You know, internet historian.
I know of him.
Watch his video on Rainforest. You'll see what I mean.
Okay,
So Kaegan, do we have one more, or did you say one and we got on a side tangent?
I think we have
I
two
said
more.
one and we got on a side tangent, so we
Okay.
got two more.
Okay.
Would you rather have a mullet for a year or completely bald for 6 months?
I think I'm already going bald, so
I'd do a mullet. Fuck it, why not?
Mullet for a year.
Yeah.
mullets seem ratty to me.
I have a big and strangely shaped head, so I'm gonna go mullet just
It's all
because
all that thinking. Adam.
I look weird. Like whenever I was younger, my dad would we shave our heads in the summer.
Yeah.
And I just have a weird shaped head.
I've buzzed my head once and I hated it.
I
Because you
like
could see all the scars on my head, and it's. I have a lot of scars on my
I
head.
like the
Wow.
airflow. The airflow over my scalp was pretty cool. But
I forget you were a
I'm gonna
really
take a mullet.
rambunctious child.
Yeah, don't ask questions.
I'm gonna take a mullet because then I can fucking pound some brewskis and
I could be
beat
Joe
my wife
Dirt.
without being judged.
Okay, see, if I was bald, there's no rules of me like not being allowed to wear a hat or a toboggan.
I'd go bald.
or-
Ooh.
I go bald.
This is a good one I saw. I would rock a mullet.
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 So mullet, bald.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have out of control body hair or a strong, pungent body odor?
Out of control body hair.
Yeah, I hate being
That-
smelly.
Because there are some women out there that like a lot of body hair.
I already have some pretty crazy body hair, and I'd land
That's
a
one of my
lady.
biggest fears.
I'd
though,
say
is
when I say
smelling
out
bad.
of control, it's like it's poking
Yeah.
through your
Okay,
clothing.
like
That's-
Sasquatch.
That's one of my biggest fears is smelling bad. So,
I always,
Yeah, I hate
I'm always
smelling bad.
self-conscious. It's
Yeah.
like, do I smell bad? Like,
right.
My biggest thing is I hate smelling like sweat because sweat is like
It's got a salty, pungent.
smells
Yeah,
like
I
it smells
s-
like Whataburger onions to me.
Yeah.
I'm talking more like just BO, just the smell of that like weird cheesy smell
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it's
BO.
bad.
No, yeah, I hate being smelly. So it's like whenever we get home and Kayla's like, okay, we need to go somewhere. I'm like, I have to shower first. I'm not going anywhere until I bathe because
Yeah.
if I'm dirty for too long, like at work, it's I'm used to it because it's what I have to work in. But the first thing I do when I get home is I shower and change because
That's what I do.
I'm home. I'm in air conditioning.
I'm
I can
sticky.
be I can be comfortable.
And
I'm not
soggy.
I'm not gonna wear my sweaty, smelly clothes. I lose my mind. I'm just like,
Hell no.
nope. I have to change.
Now, sometimes if I've had like a really long day, I'll just stop and I'll sit for a few minutes and collect myself.
Yeah.
All right.
Last one.
Would you rather have a permanent unibrow or no eyebrows at all?
Oh,
I think
draw
no
one.
eyebrows would be funny. You could just
Draw
draw.
them.
You could just draw an
Yeah,
eyebrow.
I'm gonna go no
You can
eyebrows.
draw different expressions.
I hate unibrow now. I'd go eyebrows. No
Wait.
eyebrows.
If you had a unibrow, could you just shave this part every day?
It's a permanent unibrow.
Permanent unibrow.
it destroys your razor.
But what if you have? But what if it's
Kryptonite hair.
permanent eyelashes? Like you can't have permanent eyebrows. You can't have anything there. Like nothing at all. Not even pencil. I'd be fine with no eyebrows. I'd
Yeah,
look
me
a little.
too.
I'd look a little weird, but
Scare
I'd
the
just be
fuck
me
out
a
of
goth.
someone.
Just imagine like during COVID having to wear a mask and you don't have eyebrows. What is that guy thinking about?
This dude
can't
looks
say-
like a whole MIB agent.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm going no eyebrows.
Same.
yeah. I think no eyebrows would be the route to go.
Yeah, I
But-
do no eyebrows.
But I think
Cancer
that
patient.
will conclude us.
That was
on
pretty fun.
This game show that we
It's going
have.
Hang on.
much better than our last one.
One more for the road.
Okay.
Would you rather come a shitload or should have come load?
It's better to come a shitload than should have come.
Would
load,
you
Adam.
rather sink in the cum or cum in the sink or
Oh,
whatever?
I got one. Would you rather come every time you fart or fart every time you come?
So is it?
Every time you blast rope, you just let out a little wet one, just a little.
So it's would you rather like be embarrassed in public if you have to fart by coming in your pants,
what if
or
it
be
was-
embarrassed with your
okay.
partner because every time you finish you just rip a fat
But
one?
what
it
if
making
okay,
the
so
noise,
hold on,
or
hold
is
on.
that
What,
you?
what if you were holding in a really long fart and there was like the longest fart ever and you just become just progressively more moist in the front?
It just starts running down your legs.
Okay, gonna be like you're all drained and like skinny because you're all dried up like a husk.
shooting from both ends.
And they go, "What happened?" Chainsaw fart.
So fart. Oh my god.
Damn, that's a.
That one's gonna itch when it dries.
I'd rather fart every time I come.
Yeah, I'd rather fart every time I come because Kayla knows when I fart. She doesn't. It doesn't bother her when I fart. She just goes gross, and then we move on.
But imagine finishing and then letting out just the meanest brap.
You
And you're just like,
putrid,
just
rank.
Imagine
yeah,
it's like
you're
know,
like I'm almost there, and then you do it, and you go.
Imagine like you
You deflate.
You're like, I'm sorry.
see, that's fine for you and me because we've been in a relationship for a while. But like Jake, imagine he's like seeing this girl, he's seen her for a while, and finally the relationship progresses to the point where they decide to,
get intimate.
get intimate for the first time. And when Jake finishes, he just lets out the fucking
Or what if?
rankest fart.
But what if it counts as like pre cum too, not just actual cum? So it's like you're making out.
She
and
touches your
little,
leg.
You get that little dot in your pants, and you just paint the back porch brown.
She just touches your leg and you're
You
like,
go, yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
you just paint your back. Just paint the back porch brown, Jake.
Is that a clip, Ethan?
Yep.
Hell yeah. I made a cut.
She just touches your.
I love how every time we have a bit like this, we immediately there's the clip.
There it is.
I've got a total of 4 saved right now.
Well,
Which is so funny.
It's just like a moment. It's just it feels right. You're like, yeah, that's
That's it.
That-
That's
that
if
could
we
work.
all laugh good like that, I'm gonna clip it.
yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, but what if it's also pre-cum? So any form of sexual
Excretion.
cream that comes out of you that's
You just look at
when it
somebody and
counts.
you're like,
Yeah, like she like you'll start making out and then you're just like, oh, I feel like she's like, what? You're like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
you gotta move. You gotta poop.
Oh,
No, could you put like this is cursed? Could you put like a butt plug?
it shoots out like a rocket.
Force like shut it.
But what if it's such a powerful fart when you do it, it shoots into the wall and makes a hole in the drywall?
All right, Omni Man.
Wait, hold on. I have a perfect idea.
Oh.
Perfect idea.
shit.
You get some fucking huge ass Max dryer sheets and tape them to your ass. So every time, like you layer that shit up, you fart and then it just smells.
It's like a suppressor.
perfect.
It goes through layers of.
So
dryer
one, you don't
sheet.
even hear it, and two, it smells great.
Or you just,
Problem
Or you
solved.
just build like this apparatus to tape around your waist that has a sensor that every time it detects a fart, it just sprays some Febreze. Just-
Yeah, but then you layer it up too much, it looks like you have a diaper on.
No, it's like that fucking Family Guy joke where it's like this will turn all flatulent sounds into a fucking I forgot the comedian, but one of his jokes, and he rips a fart into it and he goes, "I spilled spot remover on my dog and now he's gone."
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like I was saying, much better than last recording.
Oh, this was infinitely
happy.
better.
Yes.
I'm happy with this one.
This was infinitely better.
Dear listener, you might get bits and pieces of the episode we recorded last, but trust me,
This
you
one-
don't want the whole thing.
This one had laughs. It had some thought pondering moments, and it had a little bit of
A
seriousness.
little bit of
to it,
everything.
too. Yeah, it was like a good movie, but
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, we gave you our complete package this time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, not just the tip. We gave you the full thing.
The full 5 inches.
Whoa, that's wishful
Generous.
thinking. Yeah, that's generous.
5,
And a
4.
half
Take it or
inches.
leave it.
Who wants to walk us out of here?
Well,
Waka flocka.
I'll hold your hand while we walk out of here.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Yep.
No, that's not what
Give
I
me your
meant.
hand, Adam. Come here.
Okay.
Who's gonna see us
I
out?
already said yes.
You do it. Do it, Jake. Do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you can listen to our podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and follow us on social medias like Twitter or X,
Twitter.
Instagram, and TikTok. Every time we say this, we don't know about TikTok, but for now it's staying. So
Follow our
Still a new
MySpace
thing.
page.
don't have that.
Follow my LinkedIn.
Don't have that.
MySpace. What's MySpace?
Exactly. If you like what we do, please give us a follow. And as always,
Thank you.
see you on the next one.
for fornicating with our words.
That too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Potatoes.